Hello everybody and welcome to Monday of the week of the corrupted week. It's 1:22 in the AM on the Sunday of the week, or I don't know what the timeline is like, but I've been trying to salvage this vlog as much as I possibly could. I think quite a lot of it was salvaged. A lot of it looks like this still, especially the first 2 days, because I think I accidentally flipped up and deleted these files because I'm a silly boy. So I've decided what I'm going to do is whenever there's a gap in our memories, I'm going to come on and do a dramatic retelling that may or may not be the truth. And you can decide that I'm a reliable narrator and you can just go along with it. Or you can decide I'm an unreliable narrator and you can still go along with it because I don't really care. And it's 1:23 and on the Sunday and I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. So, you're just gonna have to go along with it. This is the shape of this vlog this week, and if you don't like it, then just leave a comment down below and I'll read it. So yeah.
Alpha, please you speaking.
Hi, morning. I was recently told that the pipe on the back of my van is so exhausted that it's about to fall off, and I was wondering if you have much availability today.
What's falling off, sorry?
The exhausted pipe.
And you're wanting that done? Have you booked in with us today?
No, that's what I'm trying to do now.
Are you down for 8:30 or 11:30?
Oh, 11:30 would be great, yeah. Here lies 4 minutes of missing video where I probably was saying something about how I have to get my exhaust pipe repaired or something like that, to the effect of that, and getting the exhaust pipe repaired. What was I saying? Let me really genuinely try and think now. What could I possibly have said in between that phone call and there's a video of me drawing the t-shirt here. Maybe it was just more drawing. Yeah, it was probably just more drawing. So I'm just I'm drawing an exhaust pipe on a car. I'm going to make the exhaust pipe say I'm exhausted, and I'm going to take ages doing it, even though it looks like a little child drew it. 1 4 TE. Yellow plate, red light. Here I remember I was just saying, oh, it's weird being back in my flat and making a t-shirt in my flat. Oh, it feels strange. It feels slightly different to being in Mary because it's a completely different space. And I went on about that for ages and probably said some other things too. Here, how much clips is missing here? Quite a bit, you see. So we're going to jump now to this railing. You ready? Let's go! Here there's a cracking Play-Doh sanctuary. Sorry, I didn't realise that when I sent you here you would need context for it, but basically I was just going to go because I was in Wakefield getting my exhaust pipe done, where I didn't actually get it done in the end because they were rubbish. I was going to go to the Hepworth, which is where I put on my Play-Doh exhibition in one of those videos that I do, and it was closed. I didn't know yet in this railing shot, so I find out soon, but I think this bit where I find out is corrupted, but you could have probably just guessed it was closed anyway. It's really nice. Oh yeah, look, there's this funny junk guy. I love this funny junk guy. That's the Hepworth. There's loads of just missing stuff coming up now. I think it was because I was waiting for my van to get done, Mary the van. I was just going to a coffee shop and I was going to edit a video, but then I realised that my headphones were flat, obviously, so then I went to go and buy headphones, and then or maybe that comes up now, I don't know. It's all just so stupid, isn't it? I think there's a Curry's there. They'll have better headphones than Tesco. Cool, I'll go to Curry's. I just got some little crappy fiver ones because realistically I only need little crappy fiver ones because I don't think I even have hearing in my right ear. Sometimes it just sounds like that's usually when I'm listening to that song that I like that goes Take 2. Probably lost someone else now. I feel kind of sick just from sitting in there. I just don't really feel like being in there anymore. It's 3:30, So it's been 4 hours since I dropped Mary off, and I've still not even heard if they can fit her in, like physically fit. It's really annoying. I'm gonna just go over there and hassle them, because I feel like they're just gonna wait till like 5 and be like, yeah, it doesn't actually fit. And I've just been waiting around all day for them to tell me information that the first person I called up this morning was like, yeah, she won't fit. And it's like, okay, fine. I gave them a number plate so they knew what car it was. It's just annoying. Because now tomorrow is gonna all be about my stupid idiot little exhaust pipe as well, probably. Unless, of course, I go back and they actually have fitted it. I was just wondering about my van.
It's not a chance to come in yet.
I'm just thinking, like, am I just waiting around for you to tell me that you can't do it?
Obviously, there were cars in before, so they unfortunately get priority. It's just a case of waiting, that's all.
Like, will there be time to do it?
I can give you your keys back if you like.
Well, I mean, I need to get it done, that's the thing.
Yeah, I can give you your keys, no problem. I just can't guarantee how long it's going to be, that's all.
Yeah, what would I do with the keys then?
Sorry?
What, just to leave?
I don't know, it's completely up to you. I don't know what you want.
Well, no, I still want to get it done, obviously. I just want to know, like, if it will get done today. There's a point in waiting around. Or if it will even fit.
The van.
Yes, he's on it as soon as he's finished his Audi now.
Will it fit in? Yeah, I mean, because you might just be like, oh, it doesn't even fit, and then I've just waited for like 5 hours.
So there's a thing on top of the van, like a sun, like a
kind of thing.
yeah, sun panel thing.
Can't even try because he's got the car in, so I can't even try it yet.
Well, do you know what the max height is? Because I could find out what the height is of it. It's like...
I don't know the max height of the door now. They are just drop-off times, and you're supposed to just leave them with them. I know you're stressing.
No, yeah, I know, but I'm fine with that. It's just that I might have waited for you to be like...
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I've just spoke to him.
Yeah?
With what you're saying, we will not be able to do anything that you want us to do.
Just took the quick fit in Leeds now. They're looking at Mary. I don't think they can fix it, but they're going to have a look at her, I guess. So that's nice. Still need to finish editing the video for today. Been a massive waste of a stupid little pissing idiot fucking massive idiot day. It took a day off to get it sorted, well, turn it into the day, and it didn't get it sorted, so now I've got to do it tomorrow, and then what will I do? It's like nearly midnight. I haven't filmed anything for ages, have I? But what did I do? I've been like, it was just all a really, really big rush because I went to another garage and they looked at Mary, and now she's booked in to get her exhaust pipe repaired tomorrow at 1:30. I was planning on trying to... Apparently that word 2 is the very last thing I filmed on this day, so I got no idea what I was planning on trying to do, got no idea what else I said, but who really cares? I think I did some kind of weird accidentally recording the spaces in between what I was saying, because all the other clips were just like, and then, so, oh well, that's just the end of that day. It was a pretty rubbish, boring day anyway, so who cares? I'm sure whatever else I had to say was just as equally as boring. Let's go to Tuesday. That was recorded on that was one of the saved clips from before. Like, that wasn't even when everything had corrupted. That's not even me now in the future. That's me in the other future. Which is weird when you think about it in a way. But, so I wonder what I said was about, what it says, the last word was 2. That was the biggest of my problems back then, that I had finished on the word 2 because my camera had cut out. And it's funny because when I was saying about the clips, they were like, they were like some of the very only clips that were salvaged from this day. Isn't fate just a funny little turn of events? Bye, let's go to Tuesday like she just said. Imagine this day was really short. I haven't finished doing all this bit yet. I'm coming from the past future. There'll be more future me is here. This is like the past because I haven't done the bits where I'm going to fill in here yet. I started at the end for some reason. So I'm in the past. I'm from before everything else. Morning. I've been editing. I decided that actually today I'm just going to do another exhaust pipe video because I had loads of footage. And I just, like, my brain isn't capable of thinking of another video while I'm trying to sort this out. So it'll just be another Mary Bean video, which is kind of funny because I mean, it's not like I really told any jokes in it, but it's like, don't know, it still makes kind of a good video, sort of. Just like when it's all fast paced, it just shows how like weird the world is. It's just weird how it's like, oh yeah, I was waiting for like 4 hours to see if they could even fit the van through the door. And he doesn't even know the maximum height of their door, but everyone else knew. And also it fitted fine through, and everything can be normal again, and we can just be in the norm. So I guess it was like, everything will be, wait, what did I say then? And also it fitted fine through... It fitted fine through the... honestly, I can't even remember the context of maximum height of their door, but everyone else knew. Oh, right, yeah, it fitted fine through, yeah. Oh, God, who cares anymore? This is so pointless. And then what do I say? Some little pathetic bit. We can be normal again, and we can just be in the normal vlog world, and I can just focus on the videos again, which is all I want to do. Missing! Yeah, I guess I was just saying that I didn't want to be in my flat no more. Yeah, there's loads of missing stuff here. I think I was just going on about... I think I was just, like, to be honest, like, doing a little tour of, like, the toys in my flat and going, like, fold and some of them. And then it's just me, like, deciding... It's, like, it's real so good. I'm so glad this stuff is gone because I do remember editing this. It was, like... Oh, I'm going to bring my Switch. Should I put it in this case? Do I need to bring this thing with me? Should I bring the dock? Do I need this cable? I'm probably not going to use the dock. I don't even need to put it in the case. I'm going to put it in the case. Do I need to bring the dock? I kind of like the dock. I'll probably regret if I bring the dock. Blah, blah, blah. I brought it in Flintstone's bag in the end and I haven't used it since. Oh, and I was saying I would like to do an Animal Crossing meetup or something, which would be nice. I have mentioned it on Twitter now as well. I think it would be nice, but I also don't know how to arrange things. I changed my mind. I'm not bringing the dock because there's not much point, is there? I've just got the charger and then I'll bring the Switch. I don't need this Flintstones bag even, really. I should be able to fit it all. It should just fit all in the Switch case. I've got some amiibos in there, which I don't need. Oh yeah, my only cartridge game, which is brain training. Maybe I'll start brain training again because I'm an idiot and I need to. Also, there's some missing stuff there, I don't know. But I'm quite glad. It looks like, I haven't even looked yet, but it looks like some of my Doll's House footage did get salvaged. So that will be coming up now. Oh yeah, since I just filmed this, I thought actually I want to film the sign I made for the next bread. Because it's really cool, hanging on the side. And it is a horse with a bread face on it. That's funny. The next bread. Butter Lane. But the little pub garden's actually pretty cool. It's a mixture of 16th scale Doll's House furniture, Sylvanian families, which is the same scale, Playmobil's the same scale too, because most Doll's House furniture is 1/12, so like this is just standard Doll's House, but some stuff you can mix. You just have to make sure you don't mix like chairs, because they look massive. Like this sign is 1/12 and it looks big, weird compared to everything else. Yeah, it's annoying that I can't like show you more in there because I'm really happy with how it looks, and that's like would be cool to at least have it on in this video. Yeah, it's funny that it cut out there because I ended up like putting all the lights on and talking about how I do remember I was saying like I'm glad that I don't do it, or it's like stop motion is annoying, and I kept knocking everything as I was trying to show you everything basically, and it was proving my point that stop motion is annoying and hard because you just knock everything and then it's like 20 steps forward or 1 step back or something like that. I don't know, some stuff like that, but it all didn't go. But it is a good room in there. Maybe I'll put a photo up of it here in my hand because it's a good room and I wanted to show it in my video because I never even used it for anything. I just made it and then like abandoned it. Is there a picture in my hand? I don't know because it will have to be edited on afterwards. It's terrifying how close I was to going without Noki. Yeah, the guy's fixing it and welding it and he said it will be about 1 to 2 hours. I'm so excited. There's a Sainsbury's local. Mary's ready. Yay! There's geese around here. Yay! I just fell in a little dip. Yay! I feel so happy, like I'm back in my bubble. This camera's definitely... I dropped this camera the other day. I'm a bit worried about it. Nah, it's alright, look. I'm like wobbling about right now and you wouldn't even know. I'm at Booth's, which is like this supermarket that's all weird and fancy in the north, and this is the Ilkley one. I've only ever seen 2. The other one was in, actually I think Keswick, which is sort of where I'm headed. I was going to go to like, I'm headed towards like Cumbria. I just had this like urge that I needed to get really, really, really far away, so I just put Cumbria into maps. I think I'm going to stop at Tebay services, which basically all around like Keswick and Kendal and all the places that I was at quite recently, but could drop in on my pencil. I'm at Tebay services. I didn't realise how long it was going to take me to get here. Also, I like how these service stations always have these little twinkly lights on. I kind of thought it was just for Christmas, but I think it's always, and that's really nice. It makes it feel very special here. I think this must be where I stayed when I did my Kendal mint cake video, and then I drove back up to Keswick, then I drove all the way back down to Kendal on that one windy Monday that I did. Because it's really close to Keswick. Well, I don't really recognise the car park. All the cars park at this funny crisscrossy angle, like, because all the spaces are like little zigzaggy crisscrosses. And I don't remember that. I remember just parking in a straight line like a normal car. So maybe I didn't go to Tebay services. Maybe it was like eBay. Loads of missing files here. I think that all we're missing out on is the revelation that I have been to Tebay services before, but the reason it looked different to me is because I went to the southbound side and this is the northbound side. Riveting. And then we just go into whatever this is. Good luck with that. I don't know what it is. It looks frightening. Right, let's get down to business. It's frightening because this video clip was quite corrupted and weird. This is like a freeze frame. I thought that was like my arm or something, but as a cushion. So yeah, the reason that I just came back, I wasn't going to do a warning just because of this. I'm coming back to do a warning because it's quite like flickery, some of these clips, because it's all corrupty, but the sound is fine. So if you've got something that makes your eyes sensitive to flickery lights, close them now. Right, let's get down to business. Drop my phone. As I was saying that, I've just been looking, right, so I'm very near a place called Penrith, which is by the Keswick Pencil Museum, and one of my first thoughts is to kind of like go into the council building and pitch that they open a pen museum to rival the pencil museum because they're called Penrith. But I've just been looking at some stuff that they have here, and I was like, King Arthur's Round Table, whoa, cool, that's interesting, wait, what? And then I started to like doubt, because it's like this bit of grass, and I started to doubt what if King Arthur's table was actually a table, and if that's just literally just a joke. And like, because in Alan Partridge there's a joke about it being if he'd had an extendable table. I'm pretty sure that's in Alan Partridge. Oh my god, is it? If King Arthur had it's an extender. This is just a little side track. I've put our tendable King Arthur table. No, that's not going to help, is it? Extendable. Oh my god, I've put rest 10 day now. You can buy it on eBay for £2,000. King Arthur's actual table. There's two of them. Extendable. Abkey. Oh my god, I just can't type. You know what? It doesn't matter because this isn't what I wanted to be looking up at. I'll put Alan Partridge though, because that might help. It's an extender! I might be combining two. Oh. Yeah, no, that is real. Yes, it's an extender. King Arthur and alright. Anyway, I don't really know anything about the King Arthur. I just know that joke. I don't really know much about history. I just started to think, wait, is it even based on a true table? But it is. Apparently that's in Winchester. But this says, and it's not the real one either. Oh, it's the real one's on eBay, I guess. But this says it's just basically a ditch. And it's named after a king, but it predates him. King Arthur's Round Table is a henge. Don't know what a henge is. It's one of a pair of henges. Both henges can be visited as part of a walk devised by the Eden Rivers Trust. My god, this world is so boring. It says about it, a Neolithic earthwork henge dating from about 2000 BC, but much later believed to be King Arthur's jousting arena. What was he doing jousting in fucking Cumbria if his table was back in Winchester? He was like running up to Cumbria to do a bit of jousting, then running back down to Winchester to have some dinner. Oh, it's like Stonehenge, isn't it? But what's Stonehenge again? Just some stones. What the hell is a henge? A henge has to be a prehistoric monument consisting of a circle of stone or wooden uprights. But this is just ground. It's a trench. It's so awful and boring. I want to go there so desperately, but why and what is it? They don't even know what it is. They're like, oh, we don't know what it is. All we know is it's a bit of ground in a shape. Do you want to come and visit? Yeah, but why do I? Mayberg. Henge. It's just like a shitty crop circle. It's just like nothing. Like, it's just like fucking tear it down and build flats on it. Tear it all down. The henge. Tear down the henge. Maybe what I'll do is go, because you can buy King Arthur's table on eBay. King Arthur's round table on eBay. It's not coming up now. Oh, let's read some of the reviews for this henge place. 2000 BC. Before Christ. Before Arthur. When was Arthur around? Not much to see. It's an ancient burg. Why is it so many things? Is it a henge or is it a burg? Memory card cut out. Despite its name, this is a prehistoric monument and probably dates from the period 2000 to 1000 BC. A wide ditch encloses a flat area containing a low circular platform. It's so pathetic because, like, you could just say all the ground on all the earth. The earth comes from, like, what? I don't know the year. It's like 6 billion years old or something. So what they're saying, this bit of ground is from 2000 BC, but it's not. It's older than that. They're just saying someone put it into this shape or something. I don't understand. It's such a load of shit. They think it's some sort of earthwork, a prehistoric meeting place for a large community. A meeting place for a large prehistoric community. Who cares? Why would they meet on a circle? What a waste of everyone's time. Really old meeting place, possibly 2000 BC. Unreal to know people could have met up here and you can just go in and walk about it. People have stood everywhere in the world millions of years ago. Where you're standing right now, a dinosaur once stood. The acronym of King Arthur's Round Table is CART. Oh, I should have brought my little remote control cart with me and I could cart around the King Arthur's carts table. Maybe I should take my scooter to this historic landmark and scooter around it. It's open 24 hours a day because it's just a bit of grass. Yay, I just tweeted about how I wish that I got certificates and medals and stuff, and someone made me a certificate. I need to set it as my wallpaper. I have to email it. I would keep filming like these airdrop icons and having to like splurge it out because it's like my family's names and people. Save photo. This certificate certifies Zoe Bread's certification of certifiability certificate. I can't even read. Thank you so much. Liam commissions open. That's going to be my wallpaper when I finally go on my laptop. Obviously I'm doing a bad job of supposed to be editing my video, but I'm just tweeting loads of shit right now. Sometimes when I just feel, sometimes I just like, I enjoy just tweeting a load of shit, especially these days when people really respond. There was such a long time on Twitter where no one ever read any of my tweets. So this is really funny because I can just say anything and people will see. Like I just got given a certificate just because I spoke a load of crap. I'm gonna reply. This will be my new wallpaper, thank you. Can't believe I just got a certificate. Whoa, best cheese cube squisher in the world as well. Just been procrastinating loads again on like, I just realised something that we really cool to have in the van is one of those like, how many days without an accident sign? Like days accident free. Don't know why, I just think it would be cool, but I don't want to just print one out because I don't even have a functioning printer. Do they exist to buy? Like one with like could like do with a whiteboard marker. Or a chalk pen. I just think it would be quite funny. Could put like a tiny one in Corky's office. I don't know, I need to plan my video. I'm just thinking I want to go and buy like some chocolate from the service station. I should be doing loads of things, I'm not doing anything. I just like that King Arthur's Round Table thing. I don't know what I want to do. I want to make a t-shirt that says like, I bought King Arthur's Round Table off eBay, but then I have to explain all the context for that. And it wouldn't really make sense because it's not actually even the table place. And there's also not even going to be anyone to talk to about it. And I was just looking, and King Arthur doesn't even seem to be a real person. It's like very debated, and I don't think he's even real. So I'm not really sure what I want to do. I need to think about it some more. I'm pretty sure I've only been to the toilet once today. Is that concerning? I think I've evolved past the need for facilities. Or devolved. king has been here when he was a prince. Little baby prince boy. I'm gonna go and play along with those birds in that tree, I think. Oh yeah, I'd recorded some very nice bird sounds of birds in a tree, and I was like, whoa, listen to these bird sounds. And then I went and bought another bird whistle thing that sounds like an owl, and I'm gonna go and play it. It also looks like an owl, and I was gonna go play it. I don't know if the clip is there, I haven't looked ahead yet. But you can imagine the sort of thing it would sound like anyway. You don't need me to tell you. It's like an owl. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I just started the birds off again. They were stopped. Oh my god, that's amazing, that owl hooter. I'm hoping that the ocarina I got, animal ocarina, is a different, like... I'm about to play it for the first time, the new ocarina. The holes are in different places. I think it's the same notes, but it's different to play because the notes are in different places. Just get back up and it's like a pelican or a toucan on a perch on a log. There's a man with a wheelbarrow. It's slippy out here. I'm gonna edit my vlog because I think that's something I can do without being like annoying about whether or not it's an idea or something. Before I do any of that, just as a tester, I think we should just directly compare.
Okay, here's a station just for you.
No. Directly compare the ocarinas. I feel a bit bad like getting the same thing twice because now it's like this is gonna get. Attention is going to become divided, which is sad, but they are very different because so like this one is my other one, which I love, and I love the shape of it. This one stands really well on the perch, so this will always be my favorite bird ocarina. But this is actually just an animal ocarina, despite the fact that it's a bird. But yeah, it's not the same to hold, it's not got the same feel. It might be different. This one has like a fuller, nicer sound. It's got more holes actually, my other one. This is like a shitty knockoff. No, it's still nice though. It's good to have because it's good to have in different instruments around. And then of course this, which is actually amazing and will come in handy for a video I have for there in the future as well. Just take that price tag off there. Don't have a bin bag or anything for it, so I'll just put it over here. This is amazing. So it's only got the one note, but such is owl. It's got this sticker on it. It's gonna be all leave residue on my owl. I just wish it was like colourful painted like the birds are, because it's just plain wood. But then that's quite nice for like a more sophisticated feel. It's cool because it really looks like an owl. And sounds like one. Well, you've got like, because if you blow it hard and soft and stuff. Yeah, that's a great buy. Goodbye. That's a good buy. Goodbye. I'm going to edit my vlog now. Just been thinking a bit more. It's 9:15 in the morning. I've just been thinking more about King Arthur's round table thing. I think I'm going to, because it's basically got nothing to do with King Arthur and it's not a round table. The listing is funny on TripAdvisor. There's some funny reviews that like just a ditch. Like there's some... That's where it cuts out. Probably said something like, just a ditch, there's some random round mound ditch. I don't know, it's like Sunday from the next week. How am I supposed to remember what I was thinking on Wednesday of this week? Some random stuff about King Arthur and his little idiot table that's nothing to do with him. Oh yeah, and the vlog's been uploading since 6 and it's already done 40%, so that's not bad considering it's 86 gigabytes. So I just need to leave my laptop open for the rest of my life. After this there's about 3 minutes missing. God only knows what it's about, because after this is I do that and then I go and draw the t-shirt in a minute, so I don't know what I could have possibly been going on about in that bit of time. Yeah, it was rolled up in my duvet. Okay, yeah, I just remembered that all of that clip was just me looking for my camera case, and I found that I had rolled it up in my duvet, so it's probably good that got lost to time. I'm really happy with the design, so I've come back into here to make it. Let's put this on to the next day because I don't want to get out of the habit of it. It's the 18th of Wednesday. I really need to do this because I started it in the other vlog and I was like, oh, I'll do this every day and it'll be really nice, and I haven't done it since then. So just a few thoughts. Thought number 1 is that service station has like, it's like being in a hotel, like they do like all these cereals and you can just get like cereal for breakfast. But I was so tempted, but then I really remembered that every time I have cereal where it's just a free-for-all, I'm like so uncontrolled with it that I end up feeling like I put so much sugar on it and I have so much jam in it, because I like jam in my cereal and I fill the bowl with all the different types of cereal. And I need to have some kind of energy for the round table, so I got this instead that I'm going to eat in here. And a cream soda, because it just like always feel like I've weighed myself down with like loads of sugar and I feel really gross and I just can't control myself around cereal or anything really. So yeah, and I think sorry to be rude, but I think when I'm making the t-shirt I'm actually going to put on a documentary about King Arthur, because I don't really know very much and it'll be good to have some arsenal of facts on me, especially seeing as how he's not even real, because that's an interesting fact. It's really hot in here because I'm trying to burn off my soot. So yeah, vlog's like 52% done. I'm probably going to slow it down by watching a documentary, but maybe I'll watch it on my 4G rather than my phone plan, rather than my separate Wi-Fi plan that I had to get. Okay, cool, right, gonna do that now. Bye, thanks for listening.
And as a Dark Age king, would have been far less refined.
Richard Harris.
Probably far less good looking than the medieval king.
Just been thinking, I want to take all my toys with me and have them like, I want to do like skin grafts starring as Sir Lancelot or whatever they're called. I need to get the names. There's like Camelot and I want to put it as like Camelot, but not in a sexual way, just because it's like Camelot, Camelot, lot of cum lake, Wilford Cum Lake. I want to do that. I was thinking that would be quite funny, and it even makes sense in my lore history, because when I took skin grafts to the Royal Armouries, I remember I said in that he dreams of being a knight, because it's true. So today skin graft's wish can finally come true of being a knight. Leg will be Merlin in my tale, and I think that Oive should be King Arthur. Like Camelot is the place anyway, so I think skin graft is going to be Sir Lance a bit. Leg is going to be some sort of Merlin name, because he looks a bit like an old wizard. I need to get some more characters. There's Gwendolyn as the wife, but Oive doesn't want to be just a wife. Oh sorry, it's Guinevere. She wants to be Princess Arthur, which I'm on board with. So okay, here's like the main guys then. Yeah, so skin graft's definitely Lance a bit. Leg is going to be Merlin. What could that be? Merlong, Mer one arm. Princess Arthur is Oive. And she's on her horse, which is celery goop on a lime. Sorry, celery goop on a string. I was like struggling to name her because when I first got her, I was like goop on a string, but I didn't actually know why I wanted to call her that. And then my mum, when I was doing something, made this amazing. Oh, so I was playing with them like a big 28-year-old boy would, and I realised that it's basically like Oive's little horsey, and they're like best friends. This is honestly, I'm so happy that this didn't get lost. This is one of my favourite bits. I love celery goop on a string so much. I didn't mean to press play again, sorry. But the funny thing is that, like, this is how fast celery goop on a string moves. And this is how fast Oive can walk. So sometimes they do this. Oive will like pull celery goop on a string along because she walks faster. But like her shell is a big squidgy bed for Oive to ride on. And Oive is such a precious princess that she deserves to be given this. And celery goop on a string says that she likes to have a purpose, and she's so happy, and they're so cute together. Look at them. Look at them together. They're like my current wallpaper on my phone because they look so good. Let me show you. How good does this look? It makes me so happy. So let's hang on, I'll put the tripod back on and then I can show you. So it makes sense for Oive to be king, queen, princess, Arthur, because she's like riding in on this horsey kind of thing. So yeah, my mum fashioned this little string. So what you do is Oive puts her little hands through this string. Let's just zoom out. Oive puts her little hands through these strings, and they're kind of Christmas stringy, but obviously it's more just baker's string, my mum said, because Oive doesn't particularly like Christmas. And then you can loop this, and then it said her name is, the Jellycat name is Escarfgo, because she's wearing a scarf, but I like it to be like Escargo because she's like a delivery driver now. So they obviously Oive doesn't like pull her or do anything cruel. She just rides, and the string is there to just help keep her on. She's never gonna like pull back and hurt celery. So there. And this is how fast celery goop on a string can ride. She does this kind of a movement. And then this is what happens when Oive actually needs to get somewhere important. We just change the direction of the string. Oive, it's kind of heavy for Oive, so she's slightly slower than she usually might be. She could just drag her, I think, but she quite likes to have her on her back. So then Oive just has to walk like this. It is a bit heavy, isn't it, Oive? So maybe if she does just sort of pull her along. Because celery goop on a string obviously has her slime trail to help her move along. Anyway, they're like the best duo. I love them so much. They're so sweet. Look at them. I love them so much. So yeah, so we can like sort of, her shell is all squidgy, so Oive can really like mould herself in, and celery likes it because the shell is meant to be squidged, she says, because she's not a typical snail, so we don't need to feel bad for her. Not that anyone might be, just to preempt any hate we might be getting right now, celery. You like it when Oive squishes your cell, right? You do, don't lie to the camera. She likes it. And they're like been getting on really, really well. Like a house that's just been put out, house fire that's been put out, and everyone's really happy. That's how they get along. So, right, so we've got Princess Arthur and Arthur's horse, which we'll name. He must have a horse name. That's funny, it's almost the exact same size. Bedivere was like the lady in the ocean that takes the lady of the lake, sorry. But Oive thinks that all the women in these stories usually have a bit rubbish roles, like the wife and stuff like that, so she would rather be the king, obviously. And I think that that's fair. We'll just say you're King Arthur, you don't need to be Princess Arthur. But we'll know you're Princess Arthur. And you're my trusty steed. We'll just say trusty steed celery. Goop on a string / lime. Oh, look at that little fake. She kind of looks like the, what's his name? Daniel Johnston's little, like, froggy guy with the eyes coming out. Can't remember the name of it. But you probably know what I mean. The hi, how are you, little monster. It's got a name. Something the something. Doesn't matter right now. Elaine the Peerless. That could be me. Who are King Arthur's friends? Galahad, Guinevere, Lancelot, Merlin. Porphy's just a baby, so he probably won't be in it. I only want a few characters because the video will be too long otherwise. Merlin, 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 Merlin. Merlin. Let's look at Leg and see if we get any inspiration from him. The one-armed Merlin. Got like quite a lot of new toys to introduce at the moment because, like I said, I stole some of my dog's toys, or my mum's dog that used to be my dog that's just like a dog who owns herself. They've not been formally introduced yet, and I'm not ready for them to be. This is who's coming today. So we've got Sir Lancebit, King Arthur, her trusty steeds, why do I keep saying seed? Steed Celery, and maybe just Merlin. It's not really funny though, is it? Merlin. I want to take my drawing that I did of a circle, which I've still got from when I was on the i366, and just be like, thankfully I still have my drawing of a circle, so I was able to compare it and know that it's not a complete circle. Something stupid shit like that. What do you think, Merlin? Merlin Brando? Merlon. Melon. Merlin. Merlon. I'll just have him as Merlin, sorry. Because it's just meant to be their names, right? Leg as Merlin. Skingraft as Sir Lancebit. I might fill this thing in a bit while I'm still thinking about it too. It's a good memory test. So I left it off at passport photo. So the next one was the tourist information conspiracy, which I'll call... I called it the tourist information conspiracy. All of this bit cut out, but it's just me writing in the days of the days of the TikTok, so it doesn't really matter. The vlog is on 64%, so that's good. So I'll just pop it in my front seat, and hopefully that'll be finished today. And it should be processed by tonight. And then I'm so happy with this. I think it's really cool. I did it nice and big on there. Got purple sleeves to match, which look good with it. Little Kingy Arthur looking a bit sad with his cornflakes. I guess this was inspired by the fact that I wanted to have cereal today, but I didn't because I would feel stodgy for running around on the ground table. Oh yeah, I just remembered what one of the missing clips was about. It was me saying, I'm at a service station where you can get cereal like in a hotel, but I can't get cereal like in a hotel because if I get cereal, I'll eat 17 bowls of it and I'll put jam on it and I'll feel sick all day because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. Got my bag of companions. I'm still at the service station, so I haven't left yet or anything. But I'm ready to go and complain about King Arthur's round table being nothing in the none of the words in the thing being true. I've just parked here on this like little weird road corner. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, but it's very strange around here, so I'm sure it's probably fine. I'm basically parked in a gorge. Is what it feels like. I'm probably parked on like a historical landmark, but that's fine, isn't it? Who even cares about historical landmarks? So let's go to a historical landmark now. It's been a while since I had to walk along a road like this, and I kind of missed it. It's nice. It's kind of a nice day. It's like real cold and crisp, but like fresh and bright. Words that you might use to describe an orange juice. Next clip is missing, but I remember it was just something like how actually I was just like debunking myself because I was saying actually you wouldn't use those words to describe an orange juice because a crispy orange or a crispy orange juice or a crispy orange would be really horrible. So that was basically what you're missing out on. Here we are on the mound. I'm on like the edge, I guess, and then that's the round circle in the middle. What's it called? Round table, sorry. It's not round. I suppose it is if you use the word very loosely. It's kind of cool in its way. It is just a mound, but there's something kind of cool about it for some reason. Just kidding. It's just a mound. done all my messing about on the mound. Skingraf loved it there. He's a bit of a medieval boy. He's funny. So I just need to find someone I can go and harangle. I need a new word, like, it's not piss off. It's kind of wind up. Sort of just like use in a way. Just need to find someone I can use. I'm finding, there says when I was looking online, it said something about a castle being nearby, which would have a gift shop, which is basically all I need. It's just like a gift shop or something like that. To cover my phone at the King Arthur Museum, I'll be using my King Richard III flyer. Apparently I'm at the Mayberg Henge. I can't remember if that was the name of the place that had the potential gift shop. I thought it was a castle of sorts, because I think this is just another monument. Opening time's any reasonable time. That's quite funny. I don't think there's any... Well, the view is amazing over there though. Oh, no dog. Sorry, Skingraf. You can't even come. It's a bit muddy here. Thankfully I've got my all-terrain Crocs on. Just kidding, they're getting really pooey and muddy. Oh dear. The snow will clean them off. Look though. It's kind of cool. I think it looks better in real life, the view. But that's just a given. There's sheeps. These little sticky up sticks look more like weird monuments to me. Like, how could that ever be possible? They're completely straight. Except that one. This is actually a pretty nice start to the week. It's just a shame that it's Wednesday. Henge. There's a rock over there that they should call the stone at Henge. I've kind of just dumped Mary by the side of an icy road, and now I'm walking into Penrith. Hopefully that's okay. It seemed like no one would mind as long as no one skids off the road into her side. Well, on my way into Penrith now. I think that Borough Castle might have been the one that someone suggested, but obviously that's closed today. But there's Penrith Castle, which I think is this way. There's also another one of those Booth supermarkets. And I want to get another one of those corn sandwiches because it was really nice. So everything's going to be alright. Well, everything is alright. I think it's quite funny. I just need to find someone that I can talk to. And I'm quite far away from it now, but I'm sure they'll know about it anyway. I won't go to the hospital. I've already done that. Either a tourist information office or this B&M. I'm trying to think of names. I think it should be Skingraf based. Maybe I'll just have to write a review about it. I just have to talk to someone, otherwise I just have to. Crazy good Sainsbury's here, like in a crazy building. I guess I'll go in there first. I'm on my way to the castle, I believe. I am quite hungry. So, I'm also on my way to Booths, but I do that as a treat at the end. But this is a treat too. I just give myself loads of treats. Wow, look, it's probably like an old... I bet King Arthur came here to shave. It's quite sweet and nice here. It wasn't round or a table.
No, it's neither.
Yeah, and it wasn't anything to do with King Arthur. I was kind of expecting that. I was just like, had a suggestion that maybe you should change the name of it.
Well, it's been there for, it's legendary, is that?
Yeah.
It's been there for hundreds of years.
But it been there before King Arthur, right? So it must have had a different name before. If it's like 2000 BC.
That was the name it was given hundreds of years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was King Arthur named after the mound? I guess he might not even be real, to be fair.
There's a fair chance he's not.
Yeah.
But apparently, if you want to see something else that's supposedly connected to King Arthur,
yeah,
if you go down the valley of Pendragon Castle,
Yeah.
which is where reputedly King Arthur's father Uther Pendragon lived.
Oh, his father was called Uther Pendragon. Was Arthur called Arthur Pendragon?
Well, just King Arthur he was, but he would have been a Pendragon.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Is it like just, can you visit it like it has?
No, just a pile of stone for a piece of
Oh,
field.
fair enough.
Yeah, it's just a
I mean, I actually had fun at the mound thing. Took my dog there. I was thinking you could name it like Skingraft's jousting arena because he enjoyed himself. Chef Skingraft. He was also playing the role of Sir Lance a bit. Yeah, so I thought he could be like Sir Lance a bit's jousting circle. But it's not quite a perfect circle either.
I see. Oh, wonderful. All
Thanks.
right.
Yeah, it was fun though.
You've just been down there today?
I went to the other thing, that Henge thing that's nearby as well. Yeah,
Okay.
just yeah, it was fun. I knew it wasn't going to be King Arthur's like actual table,
No.
but there was a thing that sort of looked like it could be a breakfast bar there, so it was kind of cool.
Are you just visiting the area?
Yeah, I've been like visiting all over. Yeah, actually, I just picked up the flyer for this pencil museum.
Okay.
I heard a rumour that there's like an IKEA pencil on display there now. I think I just got the perfect final footage in the tourist information centre, so I'm not going to bother with the castle. The one guy was just laughing at everything I said, which was really nice, and the other guy I think was maybe thought I was taking the piss, but I'm glad the other guy got that I was just being silly. So that was really fun. He was just laughing the whole time, but I like when people are laughing at me, but I'm in the zone. I can't even take it in. Just spent way too much money in booths by accident. I think I was trying to do the meal deal, but I got confused. So I'm like 40 minutes away from Mary apparently as well, so I'm just gonna head back there now. And then I might actually just go back to the Tebay service station, because then I can be on the south facing side, and it's just a good base while I'm up in Cumbria to be at, because I don't think there's any more service stations, and I do like it there, so I'll probably do that. There's a King Richard III painted on that wall. They should put King Richard IV on it. What's wrong with his eyes? Why does he always look like that? His eyes are so weird. Look at them. They're like upside down. Just thinking while I walk back, I want to make a sign, like just a little crappy paper sign that I stick over the one that says Arthur's Round Table, that just says something like Chef Skingraft's Jousting Arena. I just finished putting up his sign over there. You can sort of see it just in the distance. It was a bit flappy because I couldn't actually reach it very well. Skingraft is still here. It's about 3 o'clock. I'm really hungry. I just want to go and be somewhere nice. So yeah, how many times have I come on here and be like, I think I'm going to go to Tebay Services, but I'm going to go to Tebay Services now. I'm basically back at Mary. Hopefully she's still there and not been fined or towed away or crashed into. I don't know if I'm happy with it. There's too much to watch of a vlog to know if you like it or not, and I know there was quite a lot of just like sad bits in that one, so hopefully this one will be a bit more of an upbeat vlog. Yeah, it's really upbeat because it all got corrupted. I do feel better. I just think I hate my birthday, so I probably won't watch that one back. I just hope it's all clean in there, no horrible surprises of reflective surfaces. I'm trying really hard to be careful about filming it. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is go into the service station. I need to pay for parking and maybe get a coffee or something like that, because I feel really like I would like one. Video from tonight, I'm really happy with it, but I mean, maybe it's just not very good, but the views are so slow, like they're not showing it to anyone. And usually when they're doing this, it's because, like, I think it's because I said basically because
that's because I saw it for sale on eBay this morning.
I reckon that's the reason, because there's like nothing else in it. That's they just don't like it when you mention like any other website or anything. I kind of hate TikTok so much. They're really annoying. But I'm gonna just like see what happens if I upload it again, and I'll put the other ones private, because it's just like just a shame if it's just being held back for that. It's not worth it. I only added it in last minute anyway. There was a thing that sort of looked like it could be a breakfast bar there. I'll just edit it now. Just seeing if there's anything to do in Carlisle. Blimmin' Hadrian's Wall is showing up. I don't know if it's silly to not go to the pencil museum while I'm so close, but I would have to make another pencil t-shirt, but I don't know if they have the sign up for it yet. I don't know. It might be too obvious that I might go there tomorrow since I mentioned it today. There could be someone waiting there for me to film me, so that would be scary. I just found out that Carlisle is the biggest city in England, surface area wise. Whoa, a world in miniature museum. Whoa, a miniature museum. Of course it wasn't. Oh, of course it wasn't found. What was I just saying? Oh, right, yeah. And Carlisle's the biggest city in England, surface area wise. But I reckon it's like a tiny little town, and then it's all just like mountains and cliffs and stuff. Because they're saying they're bigger than London, but I bet none of it's inhabited. But it'd be cool to go. I mean, it's cool that they're biggest. I do like the old biggest, smallest, worst, best. Carlisle Castle, Carlisle, Carlisle Castle, Carlisle. When we look up that miniature museum. Don't know what went here. Struggling to know what to do with tomorrow, so instead of just sitting around, because it's already 9:20, I'm just going to get ahead of the vlog. I'm going to try and edit like all of it up to today, which is whatever day today was. Wednesday, so yeah, 3 days worth. I'm going to see if I can just get it done, because then I'll feel a lot better about that. So I'm going to do that now, so I need the memory card, please. Yeah, that was really worth all of my time. It's the end of an era and I'm finally throwing away my rucksack that has a pocket full of beans. And I'm not even going to keep the beans, so say your final goodbyes. I don't know where I got off saying this. I didn't get rid of the rucksack. I just put it in the front and I didn't throw the beans away. I kept all the beans, so this is all a load of shit. You don't need to say goodbye to them because I still have them. There's loads of stuff missing now. I don't know. I'm quite tired. It's like 2:37. I was gonna try. No, sorry, it's 2:38. I was gonna try and get it all finished tonight because I want to get this up. But also that bean person, that wasn't me. This person. This is all a load of shit. That wasn't me. That was before it all corrupted. I promise that wasn't me. So it goes all corrupty a lot in this week, in this day. This was my longest day. It was 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's the cat keyboard day. Let's see. I think quite a lot of the cat keyboard footage got salvaged. Oh, it looks really empty this day. I'm gonna have to suss it out some more. It might be confusing because I don't feel up to providing any context unless I just lie. What's coming next? Oh, it was when I was doing research into the tiny museum and I really did believe that they gave you a free magnifying glass, and I read all the reviews and I was very confused, and then it turned out that it was just people saying they give you one to use. Something else that's cool is that you get given a magnifying glass when you look around, and I broke my magnifying glass when I was at Winchester Primark, so it hurts on my face. Maybe I could... I think I'm going for this. I quite like it. I added like I put world's largest miniature museum because it's at life size but it's miniature, and then it's like this with a splodge behind it, like you're looking into a petri dish of germs, and inside the petri dish of germs it just says magnifying glass, which is handy because that's what I was trying to say. So it's nice that the gems formed this shape for me. In my ongoing quest for more lights, I got these little pom-pom fairy lights that I've just like put up along here, and they look really cool. Shame that they're bright white, not like a mellow yellow. I don't really like bright white lights, but I think that they're still nice. They go with the pom-poms nicely. I'll turn those pink ones on and maybe it will look cool. Yay, light. I do think that actually it's kind of good that I don't use the bright LED ones anymore because they're really harsh on your eyes. These are just battery powered ones, and I'll just put the battery pack in Oive's bed or something. Oh, I could just like attach it secretly behind Oive's bed and you'd never know it was all there. Like that. I'm so gonna just drive off and forget that. Come on then, let's make the t-shirt. I lost the clip where I've got the t-shirt on and I'm like ready to go and blah blah blah. Don't know what I said, probably something like ready to go, got my t-shirt on, what was it, what day is this, small museum, ready to go and complain about things being big. No, what was I gonna do? Ready to go and get a magnifying glass, but even though I couldn't do that in the end, or even it was closed down. I'm so glad that I came here. It's like a massive garden centre. It's got a massive car park. When I arrived, the song that I was listening to finished exactly as I put my handbrake on. Look at this car park. It's so cool. I'm actually really excited. I feel like they might... I've been wanting to do a garden centre video anyway, so maybe there's other ideas, and maybe I could film 2 today, because I probably can come back. It looks really exciting in there. I haven't felt excited for a while, so that's exciting. I think I'm going to say something like, in the video, something like, I've just been thinking while I was driving, something like, I lost my magnifying glass in a Primark in Winchester, but I've heard that somewhere in Cumbria that there's a miniature museum in a basement that gives you a magnifying glass upon arrival. So that just seems like the most obvious answer to when you're magnifying. I had it all nice in my head. When you've lost a magnifying glass, and it just seems like when you lose your when you drop your magnifying glass in Winchester and it breaks, go to Cumbria Garden Centre basement, because they give them away upon entry of the miniature museum, and I don't think there's anywhere else you can get a magnifying glass. I'm going to take in my little bag of things. Now that my rucksack I just got rid of, I'm like broke my rucksack and I started using a different rucksack which I don't like as much. I might start using this again because I need like more space, and I can keep my camera in here and my keys and stuff in it, and I also have, that means I'll have all my things with me. I want to sew my other patches onto it as well. Just one more thing to make me distinctive. Yay, just what I want to be spotted and stuff. I'll just hide it under my hand. You'd never know now. Hey look, it's the stripy top I said I would be wearing. Okay, well I'm going to go and do that. I'm excited, and I've got my broken magnifying glass. I've got, oh yeah, Scrabble's in here as well. I believe I've got the world's smallest Scrabble in here, which is rather large, and my smallest Scrabble, which may have been squashed. What's this little slime book? Don't remember. Oh no. Yes. It has been a bit squashed, but that's to be expected when it's so small. Yeah, I'll show them these things and see what they think. Good to get a second opinion. Can I go to the miniature museum?
Sorry, it's closed at the moment.
Is it?
We've had a flood.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So that's why it's closed at the minute.
Oh, because I read online that you get a magnifying glass when you go in, and mine broke, so I was hoping to replace it by going to the museum.
We don't sell magnifying glasses.
Oh, do you give them back?
Yes.
Oh, online it made it seem like you could.
No, you get a magnifying glass to look at it.
Oh, and then you give it back?
Yes.
Oh, you don't sell them?
No, I don't.
Oh, because that's like one of the main reasons I came.
No. Have you tried Hobbycraft?
No, I haven't tried anywhere. Can I buy one of the ones that you lend out?
I'm afraid, no.
I broke it in when I was in Winchester, so then I found out about this place, so I thought this would be the best place to come.
Oh, right. Sorry.
When do you think, is it just like randomly flooded today, or is it been from...
Well, no, but it's not open today.
No, okay, it's just I did look online and stuff.
Right.
It's a shame. Everywhere I keep trying to go is closed at the moment, so it's disappointing.
It's January.
Yeah, I guess so. Do you have any other like miniature things around?
Sorry?
Do you have any other miniature things?
No.
I guess you have the trains and stuff.
Yeah, just the trains.
And these cars are small.
Yeah.
Could I borrow one of the magnifying glasses just to look around in here at the small stuff?
Right. If you need one.
Yeah, well mine's broken. Thank you. That's great. It's a good one.
They are good.
Yeah. Thank you. You don't know where they're from, those ones, do you?
No. They've been
Way
here
better
as
than my
long as
ones.
I've been here.
Oh, really?
That's 15 years.
Oh, they're quite old. I just accidentally dropped it when I was trying to find
dear.
that spots of natural
You
beauty.
could try Hobbycraft. They might have.
Is there one near around here?
Yeah, there's one at Kingstown.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never been to even Carlisle before.
Oh, it's your first visit?
Yeah, this is
Right.
where I came.
Hobbycraft.
I think it made stuff smaller, if anything.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Oh well, thanks very
You
much.
must be able to get them from somewhere.
Yeah, no, I'll have another look. I just like, it's more fun to get it from like a miniature world, isn't it?
Yeah,
But I thought, I thought you got to keep them anyway. It did seem a bit too good to be true to get to keep one, to be fair.
Yeah. Sorry.
But you never know. Well, thanks.
You never know.
Have a
You
good
take
day.
care.
Bye.
Hopefully you'll get one there.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. This was me saying, oh my god, I can't believe it's closed. I swear to god, I checked so hard that it was open, and I checked all the opening hours and everything, and I swear it was meant to be open. I can't believe it's closed. Whoa. So, do you sell magnifying glasses here?
It's only ones on lights that are sold.
Oh, you don't sell them on lights? What's a oh, like
Shop lights with magnifying.
oh, are they upstairs? Don't think you do. I just asked downstairs. You don't sell magnifying glasses in here.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, the guy just said no. Oh, you said you had the lights.
We've got the.
No, someone just recommended that you would be the place to come.
Yeah.
I was hoping for just one of those like ones that you hold, like kind of like a spy one.
Ah, right.
The other option would be to get if you have the reverse of like a shrink ray, so that everything is just bigger when I look at it. Then I don't need a magnifying glass. It's a handheld magnifying glass there with a stand.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It's got a stand, but you don't,
yeah.
you don't need to, use the stand. It's just the stand kind of.
The stand and the
flips
lights.
out.
That might be
Yeah.
quite good actually. It's kind of expensive, but then with the light, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
Because I could look at dark, small things.
It's what you got. What you wanting to use it for?
I don't really know yet. I'm making stuff bigger.
Oh, right.
I just had one and it broke, so
Yeah.
I
so
was using it to look around for like natural beauty and stuff in Winchester.
Right.
Yeah. Actually came from Winchester. Do you know, for future reference, if there's a nearer one, if there's a nearer
To
hobbycraft to Winchester, because it's quite a long way.
It is a bit, yeah. Charlie.
Oh, what's this?
To Winchester. They're like the headsets.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, it is. It's a good set. Like the
yeah, that's cool.
They use on like Antiques Roadshow and that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
To look at things really close up.
Yeah, that is cool. I was just debating, like, that seems cool to me as well, because they're like spy glasses.
Yeah, and you can change the different lenses on.
If the customer checks on the website, it'll tell them where the closest store is with the postcode.
There you go. If you check on your website.
Yeah, I'll do that next time.
That one.
Oh, it's exactly the same.
The only difference is it's bigger on there, whereas it's a bit lighter,
Oh yeah.
than that one.
Maybe I should just get that little one, like Antiques Roadshow one. It's a bit more compact, isn't it?
You just screw it together.
Yeah.
I've got one because
Are
I do miniatures, and they're quite handy. I paint miniatures.
Yeah, cool.
So they're handy if you want to get your detail in and to look at something.
Do you clip it on something, or you just hold it the whole
No,
time?
you just hold it.
Okay, cool. So you only have one hand, I guess, to do stuff.
Yeah.
I suppose you would with a magnifying glass as well. Yeah, and that's probably better value, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, I might get that one.
Because that one's only £3.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
That's the one I was thinking of. No, sorry, it isn't. It's £7.50, that one.
Okay, well, that's still cheaper than the...
Yeah, than the £20 one.
And the light up one as well. Yeah. Cool, thank you so much for your help.
No, you're welcome. Oh, there's this one here. You don't have to hold it.
Oh yeah, there's loads of stuff down here. Oh, that's kind of like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Put the magnet over it.
Thing.
But it's got little clips as well that you can hold it. And if if you're using like a hot gun or something, you can stick it in there.
Oh, cool.
Or soldering iron or whatever. You shove it in there, and it's got the magnifying glass, and then it's got the lights on it as well, so it all lights
that's
up.
Pretty cool, that one.
Yeah, see
it's
that?
like a whole workstation. Oh yeah, the problem is I don't really do anything. I was just going to use it to look at like a bug.
You're better off with that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you very much for your
No
help.
problem, you're welcome.
Can I take a postcode?
Oh yeah, so
You're a little way from home.
Yeah, well, I came from like Winchester as well to get one of these.
Oh my goodness.
I know, I probably could have found a nearer one. I got this thing. She got an idea I could do with this. So that's good now. But I really wanted to get those glasses. They're like spy glasses, but seeing as I don't film my face, no one would ever see me wearing them, and I have no use for them, so probably a bit stupid, but they were really cool. But I think I'll be able to make a video out of that footage. I don't feel too bad now. Something going wrong with this camera now. The record button doesn't work. I have to press it like 20 times to get it to start, and it doesn't stop even. I was gonna get a little snack from M&S, but I didn't even want anything, so I don't know what to do. I guess I'll edit some video. There's a coaster over there. Maybe I'll go and just sit and edit the video. There's also a Smith's toy shop, so I've still got birthday money. I might go and buy another toy, and I haven't even played with that robot that I got yet because I'm a very busy adult. This is when I went into the toy shop and I saw that they had the cat piano that I've been wanting for ages, and then I asked for Christmas, but I sort of didn't really ask for it, but I sort of did, but no one got it for me, so I decided I was going to get it to myself as a special late birthday present, and it's the best present I ever got myself, and it's up there now. And in this vlog I will mount it up there, but because I'm from the future it's already up there. Should be able to record into the mic. Maybe I can use this. My mum would actually really like this. I've not done voiceovers or subtitles yet, but I'm actually really happy with it so far. It's an hour and a half, no, it's a minute and a half long, which is an alright length. And the time is only 4:08, so that's not too bad. I like it. I don't know, I think it's quite a good one actually in the end. But I liked yesterday's one, so that's alright I guess. I just think it's quite a funny one, even though it wasn't to go to plan. I'm content with it. Well, when I finished it, it might be better. I'm just waiting for the heater to go off so I can do the voiceovers. I'm still in the Asda car park. Yay, it's 1 minute 23 and I've done all the voiceovers, I've done all the subtitles. It's 10 to 5 and it's actually, I think it's one of my favourite ones I've done for ages. I don't know why. I like the wiggly map I drew. I just think it's, yeah, it's a good one. I like it. And just, sometimes it's quite fun when it all goes wrong because you have to problem solve. Like, because if I'd gone in there and then it would have not been that good really, because she'd have just been like, oh, you don't get to keep it. Even though all I did was go to Hobbycraft. But anyway, I'm happy with it. It's fun to try and salvage them when they go not how I expect. I just drove into Scotland because I needed a wee. I'm actually really excited to be here though. I've never been to Scotland, and there was a big sign, a big like metal sign with the flag on that said welcome to Scotland, and I got little chills and I got like goosebumps because I was excited. I like I've never been. I like Scottish accents. I know there's a lot of different ones probably, but I can barely tell the difference between Irish and Welsh, so it doesn't really make much difference to me. And I'm in a Scottish service station now, and what's cool about it is it looks the same as all the other ones. So far this appears to be the main difference because this is in their Waitrose. Probably get one, never even tried it. I'm not sure how it went missing, but it seems that the clip of Oive singing, the raw clip, is dead and gone, and some other clips as well, up to this next clip that you'll be seeing next. Oh, and that's just a clip of me talking. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, so yeah, this needs this. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to do another zoom out, but it's past me. So what it's going to be zooming out from was me being like, meow meow, I'm playing the cat piano, I don't know how anyone, it always sounds good. Everything you play on it sounds good. I don't know how it could ever be annoying. Are you ready? It doesn't get annoying. I don't see how this could ever become annoying. Come back to me when you've edited 2 hours of it. Why don't you come back to me when you've edited 2 hours of it and then it's gone corrupt and then you spent 4 days trying to retrieve it all, idiot. Sorry, this is getting very like meta of having to film different screens. But I'm gonna now put the clips of when I was trying to get Oive to sing. And I'm so glad I did, because I don't know how those clips have corrupted still, but the only part it misses at the start is when I just start playing those high notes, and then I have the revelation that it sounds exactly like what I would imagine Oive would sound like, and then I go and get Oive. That's basically that's what happens. Come on, Oive, sing for me. Oh, not you. You fucking idiot. She just sang a tiny little bit. I'm keeping this on forever filming. I can't use my camera at the moment because the memory card is in there and it says it can't. Who cares? Everything's always a fucking story. Just sing, Oive. God, I just heard you sing and it was beautiful. All I want is to just be able to save this one bit. Come on, Oive. Sing, Oive. I don't know why this is happening. I'm not going to start vlogging on here now. What are you saying, Oive? That I should cook some dinner because I'm procrastinating. Was that a yes? What does no sound like, Oive? Oh my god. Sing something for me, Oive. Well, you're like a little Mariah Carey in there. Was that ha 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 ha? Was that no? Look, this sausage has been perfectly branded with the name Stitch. Disney would sponsor this sausage. I've just been FaceTiming with my mum for ages and she was like, Zoe, you should vlog this because you're wasting all of the good content. But now that I think about it with hindsight, I think she was sick of listening to the cat piano. But we've just been like... This is a real shame because I had made a music video here, as you can see by these very complex layers. Cheese Cube Mouse was dancing as Oive was singing, and I went on for ages setting up a microphone for Oive, realising that it was a bit unnecessary and it actually looked better before. Then we rejoin here. Let's rejoin. Please, God. This is horrible. Imagine giving this to a child. The only sad thing I found out is I thought this microphone was like real and I'd be able to record, but you can only record the piano, and then the microphone just seems to amplify when you blow into it. Listen, like that's really loud coming out of there, I believe. But I think I don't know how it works, because when I do my voice it doesn't seem to make a difference. It literally only makes a difference when I go like, it doesn't even pick up whispering, it just picks up blowing. Basically useless. Basically, maybe my voice is too much of a foghorn anyway. Oh, but you suck it in, which is cool. And then you've got some beats. Samba. Where did Oive go? Because Oive was having fun playing it, and so is Noki. No one likes the beats. Where did Oive get going off to? She did have work, but I thought it was not until later. Oive! I might have lost those grapes as well, because my mum just watched the bit in the last vlog where I had the grapes. She was saying she liked them, but Oive, she's on the floor face down. Sorry. Noki was like annoyed by the piano at first, but my mum thought it was because it was cat sounds, but it turned out it was just because he wanted to go. But he's very like gentle with it. He just plays it with his nose. Do you want to show everyone? I know you don't really like being on the vlog, but do you want to show everyone? He never knows what to do on camera. He's kind of camera shy. Oive's not. It's kind of like big because she can like walk across it. know I would have cut some of this. I'm just cutting where I'm going to put this clip. You know I would have cut some of this out if it was just a normal vlog, but because I've got so many limited clips, I'm going to just leave it all in and make you watch all of it. I would have cut loads of it out probably, but no, I'm going to leave it all in because I only have this one clip. Sort of. Just distracting myself from the fact that my video did really badly tonight for some reason. All my videos keep flopping on TikTok, which is a bit, it's like, I don't really mind, but it sometimes feels just embarrassing and disheartening when you spend a whole day on them. But also it just makes me feel like I want to try harder tomorrow. I was looking a bit at some places in Scotland. Meow, 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 meow. Well, it said there was like Devil's Porridge Museum, and I thought, meow, that looks really meow, meow, cool. Meow, meow. But it's just about making World War I ammunition. World War I ammunition. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. One of these sounds like out of tune, I think.
Meow, meow, meow.
This one.
Meow.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. When I was telling my mum I wanted this ages ago for Christmas, and I was trying to explain it to her, I was explaining it to her that it was like this. Meow, 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 meow. And this is what it's like in real life. So it's pretty much quite accurate description. See if it still remembers my... Oh, it's wiped the memory. Don't know what I must have turned it off, I think. The bells setting's quite good. But yeah, I thought Devil's Porridge would be like spicy porridge museum, like porridge with like hot ones, but for porridge, where they eat the chicken wings, but they eat hot bowls of porridge. Could make a doorbell out of this. Also, did I say before it's annoying because you can only press 2 notes at once? It only registers 2. But it makes everything sound so nice. Sorry. Palette cleanser. Just been having a little scroll around of what I can do. Tomorrow is Friday, so it's one of those days where, I mean, yeah, it's like low stakes because no one will care. And I just like, first of all, there's a place called Longtown. It's back. Wow, this is a real crying shame because I did a good palette cleanser here where we spent ages walking around Longtown in Google Maps. And maybe I should go on to it now and I can show you what I saw because it was quite interesting, really. Let's do it. I know I'm filming this on my phone so the audio is horrible, but I feel like I have to do these clips on my phone for some reason. Longtown, Google Maps. Because I tell you what I saw. I saw Paul Hollywood eating a bun with a bad hand. I saw some men attending a wedding waving. I saw some statues of children that had been blurred out. I saw, did I just see my own face reflection on that black screen? Don't know. That's just what this vlog is missing. Longtown. So what we were looking at on here, you see. Obviously I was all excited. I was like, oh my god, whoa, this is so cool that there's a place called the Gift Horse. Oh yeah. Oh god, it was so much. I can't be asked to say it all. Something about, because the Gift Horse, and I went through all the different histories of the saved, all of the different Google Earth views. And I found the Gift Horse finally on 2016 one, and that was like the last one it was featured in or something. Oh yeah, Gretna Bakery. Opposite Gretna Bakery is where you see Paul Hollywood, if I'm not mistaken. He's just come out with a bun. Something about it makes me think he had a bad hand or he was a bit ill. Well, he's gone. Oh, he's over there. There he is. Oh, he's outside Hair Fleur. Yeah, I remember that actually. You see, he's eating like a little bun. And oh yeah, because he's reading the Carlisle News. He's got a bad tooth. That was it. He's got a bad tooth. Oh, there were some men that had a prang and they were exchanging details over here. Honestly, it was so good, and I felt like really, when I went to Longtown, which I don't know how much of that footage is corrupted, it felt like a famous town because I'd spent so much time wandering around here, and I felt like I knew everything. Is this where the prang was? Yeah, see, I even remember. These men have clearly had a prang, and here they are exchanging their details. That's my theory, of course, because I don't see any pranged vehicles, because I thought this was one, but that's just a glitch, because no prang causes a double. Oh yeah, and then also these children's statues, hopefully that clip hasn't corrupted, because I went and saw them, and I thought it was funny because they've blurred out the faces of the statues of the children, but then there's this guy in the cafe who you can just like clearly see, who I filmed. Was anything? Oh, I'll just show you the wedding men that were waving, and then I think we're good to go. This has been a fun interlude. I think they were this way. Yeah, there they are. Because I was trying to figure out when they noticed. Oh, I never saw him. Is that Paul Hollywood's dad? That's a bit like David Jason. So these are the wedding men. I'm assuming they're from a wedding. There's just something wedding-y about this setup to me. I don't know. Oh look, we're going straight into oncoming traffic. Ah! This is the guy that waves. They've got a bottle of Volvic on the... I was discussing for ages whether or not that was a 2-litre bottle of Volvic, but it's clearly a small one. Oh, I was also enjoying it because I can like look into reflections and be sure that nothing will be... I won't be in them. This will be the shot where he's waving, and there you go. The final hurrah. I'll let him wave you goodbye as you go your way onto the next clip. Right, I need to show this before I forget it all because I'm just trying to learn it. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be planning a video, wasn't I? Got a bit distracted by this. Like, watch this. Hang on. Sometimes when I'm learning something, it just suddenly all wipes from my brain. So I'll have a go.
Meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Start again.
Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow.
Oh no.
Meow. Meow, meow, meow. 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 Meow, meow, meow.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.
I was using 2 hands before.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow.
This is how I'm learning it. I screen recorded this bit of YouTuber video, and I had to screen record it because it goes really fast, and it like just goes through without really telling you the notes. Oh, the volume is off. Where am I going wrong? Oh my god. What the fucking hell? What the fuck? It's like cursed. That was terrifying. Okay, I'm now googling cat keyboard just started growling. I jest, but that was really scary. Hello? If you're in there, make a growling sound. That's not even like an option, that growling. Was it because I'd only left... it's not like I'd left it on for that long. Cat, keyboard, growl. Oh my god, it comes in purple and green. No! It comes in purple and green! Okay, so it's a thing that it does, I guess. Can't believe it comes in purple and green! They're my favorite colors. Let me just check if it exists in this country. Oh my god! Of all the clips it had to choose to save, I can't believe it chose this really, really long one of me just being like, oh my god, purple and green, oh my god, it comes in purple and green, oh god, it comes in purple and green, oh my god, I can't believe it comes in purple and green, oh my god, it comes in... I'm gonna make you sit through all of it. Purple and green one seems rare. Oh, the purple and green is so good. I wish I'd never seen that. That's my dream keyboard now. Mine is cool, but that's like... I could cry, that's so good. Oh my god, it's so rare. It's so rare. Oh, I wish it had never growled at me. Oh, it's doing it again. Why the hell would they build that feature into a children's toy? It's really frightening. Whoa, someone's made it like into a proper thing. On Etsy, I don't like the inverted teeth though. Oh, someone's added like... That is so cool. I don't really understand what they've done to it, to be honest. Oh, I wish I bought a modded purple and green one now. This is me. That's how I feel when I'm playing on it. Oh, the purple and green. I just put stickers on mine or something. Purple and green. Oh, it's so good. Look at it. Meowsic. I feel so sad now. Why is it so rare? Why is it so rare? And I can never get it because I can't own 2 anyway. And I can't take it back because I love it and I've already taken all the things off it. And there's no point because it doesn't even exist in purple and green. My one looks so rubbish now that I know that there's a purple and green one in the world. It's cool that people mod them, but I wouldn't even know what I was doing with it. This is really not what I was supposed to be doing. What was I supposed to be doing? Finding out why it was growling. Oh, this video just ruined my life. I'm gonna have to dislike it. Sorry, but now that you just let me know that there's a purple and green, actually I feel bad. I won't do that. But that's so sad. Purple and lime one. It's so sad. I've definitely got it now, but I need 2 hands to play it really properly and well. But I do know it. But I was like, well, I don't know it with 1 hand. I'll just do it.
Meow. 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 Meow.
It's like sometimes things just completely go and then it seems really wrong to... Like that, whatever that would be seems like nothing seems right. Hang on, I'm gonna start from the start. I'll do it with 2 hands and just put the camera like that. You can't see anything, but you know what it looks like now.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Ivy! Ivy, I'm trying to play the piano.
Yeah.
This is going to be so annoying to edit.
Meow.
I'll just cut it all out. Just cut all this out. It's not. Corruption did it for me. Still doing this. I just read on Reddit someone about it. This is like quite a weird little cult community, this piano thing. Just found out 2 things. One, some of them come with a really cool pattern on this, which I'm annoyed that mine doesn't have it. Obviously I was annoyed about the purple and green, but if I was going to have this one, it's annoying that it doesn't have the cool pattern on here. And also I had, if you put the cat songs on and lower the tempo, they get a bit creepy. I think it's creepy. I'm sad about I've got to stop looking at pictures of it. It doesn't matter what the It's for children. But look, why does mine not have this? This is even on the Smith's website, which is where I got it from. Mine's just plain. It's meant to have that on it. I actually like them slowed down. I think they're nice. Guess I'm just having one of those nights where I'm not productive at all and I just want to play. I just turned him on. He was just going like, "Bup." Okay, he's doing this. Oh yeah, you probably lost all the context for this. Basically on the day where I was getting, so I'm just cutting out where I'm going to put this. Whoa! So, I on the day where I got my exhaust pipe fitted and I had to wait around for ages, I accidentally went into B&M and bought this little robot guy. Wasn't really worth saving this clip, but I wasn't in control of which clips got saved, so that's what it is. I didn't name the robot or anything. Haven't really used him since then, to be honest. He can hold a can of Pepsi, but he turns himself off after 3 minutes, so you have to know within 3 minutes that you want a can of Pepsi. He seems to be attracted to the heater as well. He has a remote, but he seems to like to just do his own thing. Okay. He's supposed to do some like droppy offy, picky uppy things. I can't tell what he's saying. He's supposed to repeat me, and I had an idea that would be... Oh, oh, whoa! Oh, that's how he picks up and drops things. That should be it. Yeah, look, he picked it up. Oh. Here's a third wheel, which I should maybe put on. Why does he keep going? Bap, 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 ba-da-da. I've got the basket in his hands wrong. Let go of it. There you go. Look, just calm down. He's all hyper. Open your hands wide. Oh no. Come on, get the little basket. Come on, get the little basket. I'll have to help him. I think he's too high. No, you can't do it like that. You're doing it wrong. Because you're going to complain that it's not going to work if you do it like that, is it? Hello? Hello? I thought he would repeat me. Hello? Stop saying that. Good. Why am I doing this? I need to plan a video. I'm having fun, that's why. Oh, play, stop, record. So that's what I've been pressing. Play, stop, record. Can you hear me? Come back when I figured it out. I did figure it out. Look how much I figured it out. We ended up having this really long conversation, the robot and I, where he turned out to be like kind of rude actually. Look how much we're missing out here. It was riveting stuff. You can see all these little cuts because of how riveting it was. So this is a shame. Whoa, how much is it? Whoa, it's loads. Oh yeah, it jumps us to the end where there's only like 9 minutes left of the day. Hey look, here's a little spoiler alert for you. Haha, I'm spoilering it for you. Yeah, so there's loads to lose. So we're going in. You're skipping all this robot malarkey. I liked the robot. We had a fun time. He can make it over the carpets and stuff. I'll show you him another time. I'll have another conversation with him. He basically like repeats what you say, so like you can make it seem like you're having a conversation with him. It was all a farce or a lie, if you will. So we're jumping into when I drew this. You ready? Let's go. Whoa. Maybe we should make it now, and then I wake up and it's all ready. Well, if I just leave it like this, it'll be a really easy one to make. I think I like it just like this. Maybe horrible though. Disgusting. I feel like this gross isn't enough syllables. I looked a gift horse in the mouth once. I looked a gift horse in the mouth once. It was disgusting. No, I looked a gift horse in the mouth once. It was gross. Yeah, I might just write it again because I like the look of it being crossed out. Even being able to respond to myself. Oh, I don't know now. I'll leave it up to morning me to decide on one of these. Probably should just do the simple. All my t-shirts are a bit much sometimes. That's got better balance though. I do think I kind of like this. What if I colour in some of the boxes? Yeah, make more decisions. So snarky to me. None of the boxes are really complete. They all got gaps in. Really? Yes, really. Looks like it's part of a crossword. I'm gonna just not even contemplate doing that. I think that looks cool. Let's look at it small out on the grid. Boring. I hate it. It's rubbish. Yeah, it's not colourful like your other designs, is it? Let's try a colourful one then. And some complete the lines so that it's got some completed lines. Starting to get a bit tired now. I've been filming 23 minutes of drawing this. How is this taking me 23 minutes? Some people could like solve world hunger in 23 minutes. And I've just added more problems to the world. Horseby mint. Ugh. Horseby brown. No, I want to do like just like not realistic colours. So like green horse, green skin. Actually, I prefer to do. I like the look of the green skin. Purple horse. It'll just remind me of that purple keyboard that I don't get to have. It's kind of cool though. All this lilac colour that I don't use very often. Purple with lilac beard. It's not a beard. Eyes. Then I could have some colourful squares. Lime green. That's a bit wrong, but it doesn't matter. No, this is not good at all. I don't want the purple horse. Maybe I don't like the... She just have white eyes. Green mane. White eyes. What's annoying about this section here? I'll just fill it in. Instead of being annoyed about it. Or if I do... Actually, I can do a line above it like that. Like there, and then that one can be black. Then its eye is in a little box. I actually think I quite like that. Maybe not a purple horse though, because it's kind of dark. I don't like those lilac gums either. Pink gums, red gums. It's got to have men have a gross mouth, so red gums is kind of cool. It's a bit of a mess, this horsey. So it's got like lime green hair and purple ears and stuff. Red hair to match the gums. Red ears to match the gums. It's kind of cool. Prefer it than the purple to the purple because it's got a bit more contrast. Yeah, I quite like that bright tealy colour. Pink is cool. I just like all my colours too much. My morning plan is make the t-shirt. Oops. Make the t-shirt. No. Make the t-shirt. Go back into Carlisle to the gym and have a shower because I need to wash my hair.
Meow.
I don't feel like I can do a video until I've washed my hair.
Meow.
Because I feel kind of gross.
Meow.
And then
Meow.
go to the closed down gift horse. 20 Fridays. I think I've been filming in 1080 for a while with accent, but it doesn't really matter. I should have just taken you in with me to the service station again because they've opened up the little Scottish shop in there and it had all cool Scottish souvenirs. And it's kind of funny because they even had a magnifying glass in there. It was better than what I got yesterday. Although I do like mine. I'm going to go to the shower place now, then the t-shirt. I'm really happy with the t-shirt. Don't know where this checkerboard came from, like the Delirious. I know it's like not, I didn't like invent a checkerboard, but I've just never put that on a t-shirt before. And I really like it. And like the colours are perfect. I'm glad I went with this blue rather than pink. Honestly, that's like my favourite one for ages. I think it's really good. So yeah, gonna go have a shower now. I really, really want a shower. Just had a thought while driving that last night I crossed the border into Scotland to go for a wee. And this morning I've driven back across the border to go for a shower. Giving me like the world's largest bathroom, or the only bathroom that, there probably is a bathroom that crosses the border that's just a normal size. So the world's biggest bathroom that also crosses the border in 2 countries. Gonna go and have a shower now. I'm going to do a clapperboard transition because it seems I've not done one of them since the parking. Shower was not a very nice shower, but I feel much better now. And it was good because it was busy in the gym, but there was no one in the shower, so I could just be like all loud in there and spill water everywhere and start screaming. Little lantern guy over here, need you more than ever. Yeah, feeling like tiny bit, not really, but just because the last 2 videos I've put out have done from my like base level like really badly. So I'm just going to try and use it as motivation to do a good one today, but also like what I've got planned for today isn't necessarily going to be very good because I know that it's close down. But you know, it's just like I have to remember that I quite like it when they don't do as well, because first of all it pushes me, second of all reaching a smaller audience is kind of like more calming in a way, and also it just means I can be a bit more experimental because there's less risk. Sometimes it's stressful when you have one do really well because it's like more pressure to live up to. I'm going to call it Close the Gift Horse's Mouth. Got 2 chalk pens on the go now. Yeah, I think this is the other one, but I already done all this. I'm just gonna, oh, maybe it's run out or something. Here's one I prepared earlier. Close. Moat. Director. Horsey. Camera. What's the other saying about the horse's mouth? Put the word straight from the horse's mouth. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Date is today's date. So whatever that may be. Scene. Scene. Taken. Got my Gift Horse's Mouth t-shirt on. As I said, I'm really happy with this one. Definitely my favourite one for a while. But yeah, but the concept feels a bit iffy, so I don't even really know what I'm going to do. Other than just like be happy that they've closed the Gift Horse's mouth because it's fucking gross in there. Oh, gummy. Bye. Maybe I'll be like, here's some grapes I got, by the way, to eat on the drive. Maybe I'll be like, oh, I hear that the gift horse has closed. I was just really interested what it was like in there because I've always wondered what it's like in the mouth of a gift horse. And yeah, something like that. We've made it to Longtown. Look how nice of a day it is. It also feels like kind of familiar because of last night. I'm like excited to maybe potentially see poor Hollywood. Also, while I was driving, yeah, I had like a really realization that I had a really good idea for a pantomime video that I want to do. Also, I think I got a new windscreen chip there. Yeah. Oh, I'm pointing at it, but my finger was out of shot. Just trust me on it. Mary's got loads of thingies, windscreen chips. She's like a bowl of, she's like what you would get at a seaside. Yeah, if there's a pantomime going, because I feel like I've like just missed pantomime season as well. But I've got like a really good idea that I want to do for one. It would need to be like a really traditional pantomime. Oh my god, imagine if like today is the final night of all of them, because it kind of looks like it might be. Edinburgh, Snow White, tonight, 7 o'clock. Oh god. That's too stressful. What if there was one tomorrow? Oh, that's December again. It's just Birmingham. Or Edinburgh tonight. Oh my god, why is everything so awful? How far away am I from Edinburgh? I don't think I could. I don't even feel like doing it tonight necessarily. It's probably sold out too if it's the final night of it. Oh, I've just got a good. I guess I could just save it for. Oh, it's not even available anymore. I guess I could save it for. Oh, my face is going to be in all this shot. Could probably save it for like next year, but what if I've died by then? Just kidding, Mum, I'm not putting it out into the universe. Pantomime, Scotland. I want it to be tomorrow. Today is the 20th. Oh, it's on till tomorrow. Adult pantomime. I need it to be like shouting, normal, a normal traditional one. Peter Pan. I feel like I've just screwed it up. I should have gone ages ago. Yeah, look, it's the final night of Peter Pan. Oh, there's 11 AM performance tomorrow. I don't even know where this is. And what if they don't do the thing I need them to do? And what if it's sold out? And where is it? It's probably like the very tippy top of Scotland. I need to give them a ring and check if something happens in it. If it's like really traditional panto. Where is it? Anne Lanterre. Where the hell is it? Isle of Lewis. That doesn't sound good, does it? That sounds like I have to go across the sea. Fucking hell. There must be another pantomime on. Can't believe tomorrow's the final day and I just realised that I want to do a pantomime video. Sorry it cut out at some point, but I was just being excited about the fact that I found one to get. I don't know when it cut out. I'm just going to call them and check that it's all good, and then we're going to Edinburgh on Sunday if so. Can't call the number.
Good afternoon, Capital Theatre's box office.
Hi, morning. It's afternoon actually, isn't it? Sorry. I was just checking whether or not in your pantomime, is it like a kind of traditional one where people shout, he's behind you and stuff? Hello? Oh, sorry. Hello?
Oh, hi there.
Oh, sorry, it went onto my hands-free thing and I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, it's okay.
Did you hear my question or did it go off?
No, sorry, if you could repeat that.
Sorry, yeah, no, I was just wondering if the pantomime is like traditional pantomime with the shouting, like he's behind you and that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great.
So have you ever been to kind of like one of the Edinburgh pantos before?
No, never.
Okay. So are you from Edinburgh? Are you from?
No.
So what I would always say is it's slightly, although it is the same kind of he's behind you, it's the same kind of thing. There is a slight difference between kind of the English and the Scottish pantos, which is difficult to kind of put your hand on because there's a bit more kind of variety. So there's a lot more kind of them coming out and doing jokes between the scenes and things like that.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's pretty much.
No, I mean that sounds better. That sounds better. All I just want to know that they'll 100% shout at some point. The audience have to shout, "He's behind you" at some point because that's just crucial to me.
Definitely.
Yay! I'm so excited about this. So Sunday, oof, it's expensive. That's the only issue. But you know what? I'm gonna do it. Or maybe that's because I went on stalls. I don't need to be stalls. I can be the other place. Dress circle. I feel like it's better view there anyway, isn't it? Oh, it's like the same price. Upper circle? Upper circle is the cheapest. But if I'm at the back, my plan isn't going to work. Because I need people to be shouting, he's behind you, it's behind you at me. Although, being on the very, very, very back row is actually perfect. Because then I can genuinely be facing the wrong way the whole time. Basically, my plan is to be facing the wrong way for the whole performance. So maybe I should get the very back row. So the pink row, L. Yeah, and that's the cheapest row too. But also I would need people to be like, if there was no one behind me, it wouldn't seem like they were shouting at me, would it? But that's good because I wouldn't have to film anyone's faces and stuff. It would be easier to just film. I don't know, because I feel like if I'm facing the wrong way, I need to see at least one row of people. But also I'll feel really uncomfortable facing the wrong way, so I should just be at the back. But I'm supposed to make myself feel uncomfortable. I'm supposed to be doing another video. Why am I doing this? Let's just book an L. It looks like there's loads of seats available there, so I could always just move about a bit during the performance. I don't think anyone will care. I sit there where that little ticket is. I'd like to sit on the aisle. Should I just sit? Oh, I should just go for my normal left corner seat. Or would I want right corner? I'm feeling like I want to be over here on L1. It's going to be such a bad seat. And what if people are, oh, if I'm sat there where it's all really, really empty actually, then no one's going to be shouting at me at all. Because all those pink seats are available, I guess. I need it to feel like everyone's shouting at me. I need to be somewhere that's kind of more popular then. Why have those ones got an I in them, but those ones haven't? I feel scared. I reckon I'll go I need to obviously want an end seat. E there, because then sort of no one's really behind me, but there's people all in front of me. Yeah, I'm going to go for that E. It's more expensive, but I want it to be perfect. It's not much more expensive to be down in the stalls. No, I'm going to go for that one that I thought they'll oh, I don't know now. Too many choices. Maybe I should just put myself right in the middle of the action in there. Or there's just one available seat. That could be me, if it loaded. That could be me there. That could be me. Should I make that be me? Oh, but I've got to be looking the wrong way. Although I can just film the wrong way, can't I? No, it has to be real. I'll decide off camera and just book it because this is boring and slow and annoying. Bye, thanks. I'm excited to do this now. And I've got to get into the zone for my other video. Like it's the children of the corn from Google Maps. I'm doxing what they look like. My map said there was a shop here called the Gift Horse. Is that still here?
No.
Oh, is it not?
Many, many years ago.
Oh, did it? Oh, because my map still says it's right here.
How naughty.
Oh, because I had something to return. When did it close?
Oh, at least 5 years ago.
Oh, really? Oh, someone bought me a gift from there and I was going to take it back.
Oh. Well, that would have been popular 5 years later.
Yeah, I
wouldn't it?
suppose probably wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. I always wanted to know what it was like in the gift horse's mouth. Was it? It was a horse shop too.
No, it was many gifts, many types of gifts.
Oh, it's funny that it's like a horse shop now then. Yes. Wait, was it here or next door?
It was in that bit.
The, that bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is kind of like going in
And
the
then
gift
the
horse's
sound
mouth.
effect.
It's just a really good name for a shop, I think.
Isn't it?
I would have loved to look in it. Do you have a minimum spend for card payments? Or I might have. I think I've got cash.
I've never actually been asked that question.
Oh,
so
some places have like a £1.
I'm not absolutely sure.
I have that design in Corolla still.
No, this is all we have with these ones.
It's cool. I still like that one.
They're lovely, aren't
Yeah.
they? Yep.
I want to make a little height chart for a toy. See if he grows.
Well, I'll just charge you 10p for that and £1.10. Do you think you've got that in cash?
Yeah.
Are you just kind of visiting Longtown?
Yeah, I just came to go to the gift horse. So it's a shame that I was 5 years late.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I received like a bag of seed as a gift a few years ago and I thought it would be fun to bring it back. But you shouldn't lick it in the mouth anyway, so. It's a bit gross in the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm not going to lick. Is there much else around here actually?
Not. It's quite a strange little place. It's a kind of mainly a drive-through. We have
Yeah.
a very big livestock market up here, but mainly just farm shops.
Yeah, I was wondering why it's called Longtown. Is it like
I know.
the world's longest town or?
No.
The longest town called?
God knows.
I reckon it might be like the shortest town called Longtown in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I know.
I suppose because it's like a long road, just a road.
Yeah.
Parking's easy at least.
Yeah.
That lady was so sweet in there, and I'm just gonna let it be like a really short video to be honest, because now I'm focused on the pantomime idea, and it's Friday night, so I'm just gonna leave it at that, have it as a like 40-seconder or something. Sometimes it's good to shake things up with a bad, boring little video. So I think I'm just gonna take a nice, slow, relaxing walk. No, not a walk to Edinburgh. Drive to Edinburgh that way. Go halfway, maybe service station, or maybe it'd be good to find somewhere that's good for parking because it might be stressful on the day of the pantomime. I need to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow, but then I've got Sunday planned, which is really nice, and it's such a nice day. I just went into the petrol station to see if there was anything nice, little snack, but I might go in my spa over there because there wasn't anything in the petrol station. But yeah, I'm glad that I've just finished today. I kind of fancied a little short one. I'm not in the mood for a big, pointless adventure right now. Well, I am, but it's Friday. Google Street View has come to life. I'm at the Gretna Bakery from last night. No Paul Hollywood. It looks closed. Oh, it's not. The blinds are just down. The wedding cars were over there somewhere. Wow, it's like being in a famous town, Longtown. It's called Longtown because it's used to be in a line or something. I don't really understand. This is the first missing clip of this day, which is amazing going. That's like 15 minutes of pure fineness. I think all it was I drove up into Scotland again to a service station. I think it was Abington, and I was like, oh my god, look at this service station, it's got a lake in it, it's the most amazing service. Oh, my ear just blew out. It's the most amazing service station I've ever been to in my whole life, and then I left it, I think. You might see the clip of when I left it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave it. I don't know, who cares? Even though it's really nice here, I've decided to keep driving a bit further because I want to get a bit more up. I haven't made much progress. Sorry, I know I probably shouldn't be filming while I'm driving, but it just looks amazing. I can't get over how good it all looks. It's like I'm driving through a made-up paradise land called Scotland. I'm just gonna stop at this service station for the night. I think it's Abington. Alright, well I guess the other one wasn't called Abington then, sorry. Look at this. I feel like I'm in The Sound of Music. What you hear in a lift. The Sound of Music. It's amazing. I can't get over the Scottish service station because it's just like a welcome break with a Costa in, and then it's like, hello Austria, Scotland. But you know, I know the rules on like wild camping are like pretty different in Scotland. Like you can just sort of, but I don't really understand. Like you can park on the road in the middle of a lane, but I like having a toilet and a coffee shop because I don't have a kettle or a toilet. This is so cool. It looks like the summer. It looks like a balmy summer's eve, but all the snow. It's like a hot summer's evening with snow. Wow. And there's just car park over there. It's so cool. Gotta send the video to my mum and dad. I don't think they've been to Scotland ever. I've never been to Scotland. I did actually want to get mashed peas, but it's too late now. I'm not really near any supermarkets, but I'll just see what they've got in here. Had that nice sandwich anyway. One of my favourite things is when I'm like filming something like high up, like I just did that sign, and someone sees me and he's like walking towards me and he sees that I'm filming the high thing, and then looking back to see if he looks to see what I was filming, because I would, but he didn't, so he has no curiosity. Because if you see someone filming something high up on the ceiling, aren't you going to be like, whoa, what's up there? He would have seen that it was all fallen off letters. But he's really missing out, and it's a big shame. I just bought some Skittles. I'm just going to post the video now. I'm not that happy with it, but I love the t-shirt. I'm just going to put it up and just not really bother about how well it does or not, because it doesn't matter, does it? It's just a little Friday video. Someone got me a pretty... Some people just put out like a question answer if you want to post every day. I just think it's natural to go through like little lulls. I don't feel like I'm in a lull, I just feel like my content is in a lull, but not like I'm still kind of happy with it. Just going through one of those lulls. It's just like TikTok, I don't know, it goes in little waves, but I just can't stop. I just don't want to stop. I just love doing it, so I'm just going to post it and not really care what happens. I love the t-shirt, I think I already said that, but I really do. So, good t-shirt, bad video, so who cares? Don't kiss a gift horse on the mouth. That's just sound advice. It barely counts as a big day out, really. It's only 40 seconds long. I'll go put the t-shirt up. I might put on Instagram, this is my favourite t-shirt so far. Oh, if you're watching this and it's still January, I have a code. I never promote it, really. Janbluery. If you put in the word Janbluery, if you buy 2 or more t-shirts, you get 15% off, but only until it turns, I think, until February the 1st at 0 o'clock. Janbluery like that without an E. Janbluery. Janbluery is a bit of a sad time, but this might be going up. Oh yeah, no, it'll still be January. So there you go. Mostly just because I've been spending my money on robots and stuff. Okay, so probably because of the corruption, this will probably go up basically when it's not even the code. So I'm going to secretly extend the code until like the 5th of February or something. Because I've been like spending all my money on robots and stuff. I've just been trying to edit Wednesday. I've done Wednesday, but I haven't done the music yet. I also had a bit of an idea for tomorrow. Also, everything, just been on Twitter for basically ages, which is kind of rare, but we all got really soppy on there. Everyone who was in the soppy conversation with loads of notifications, that was quite nice, thank you. And yeah, just like, it is such a nice, I'm so happy to be like part of this little, weird little community place. I like it, it's very nice, and everyone is, yeah, we've just been like talking on there for ages, and it did get real soppy. So I need a palate cleanser of some sort of evil. I wrote a note, what was it? Oh, every single place in England is closed, so I was forced into Scotland. I was gonna just do a video that was like, because everywhere's closed at the moment and it's pissing me off a bit. something like I'm closed today, and like everywhere I go I like refuse to even interact with anyone. But then because that was what I was trying to write, but then because I wrote England, I was like, oh yeah, so I've come to Scotland. But then that's just like a regular video it would be. It's just that. So it could be like I'm closed today, and I was thinking the t-shirt could be like I just had to Google what Morpheus was, sorry. The t-shirt could be like error 404, page not found, because I was just drawing. That's definitely probably been done as a t-shirt, just because I was re-editing Wednesday, and it happened when I went on the Miniature Museum website, I think. Or was it on a different day? I thought I just saw that. Oh yeah, it would have been on the end of this day, I guess. Yeah. So I could do something like that, or I could just see what's on in Scotland and then just go there and just use the line of being like, everywhere in England is shut, which is why I had to go to Scotland. But then I could go to somewhere that's shut as well. I just feel like I just want to like keep flipping going to shut places. But yeah, Scotland is like I don't really know it. I don't really understand it. I suppose it's just like every other place, but it seems just like the motorway and then just like green. Because like when I was trying to put in like a supermarket to go to, it was like you have to go back to England if you want to go there, or you have to get all the way up to Glasgow. It's like it's just the cities and then it's just space. See, like that looks all inhabited, and then out here where I am, it's just like me. It looks like I'm just like floating along the river. I'm like Moses in the little basket. I guess, I mean, there's like Abingdon. That's the name of the service station I'm at. Abingdon. Sorry. So, well, God, you don't know how many so's I have to edit out of these vlogs. That's why it takes so long. Or I just go through and just edit out all my so. I should do a supercut that's just me saying so. It would be quite good to sample it for a song. So, yeah. Maybe I should go into the service station and see if there's any leaflets. I think the only leaflet that I keep seeing is just for that spicy porridge museum. That's nothing to do with spicy porridge. Is that what it's called? I'm going up there. But that's it. There's 3 attractions in Scotland. Maybe I should just maybe I should just start driving now. It's like midnight though. Blackburn? You ran out of names. Also, what about if I went to Glasgow? I don't want to rush. It'd be better to make my way to Edinburgh because I've got the campsite tomorrow. King Mary King, it says. Mary King. I want things that are permanently closed down. Permanently closed restaurant? That sounds perfect. Wait, is that just what it's called? No. 1 star. Permanently closed. This restaurant is permanently closed. But when did it close? It has to have been like 100 years ago. Edinburgh's Tower, permanently closed. Closed permanently. Permanently closed. Review of Pizza Express. A tour of the permanently closed places of Edinburgh I could do. That's not even a bad idea. I could make a little list of all these places that are permanently closed and go on a little tour of them. So, the Tower restaurant, which sits atop the National Museum of Scotland. Ooh, were they famous for anything? Ah, what's called the hottest table in the city by food critic A.A. Gill. Just gloss over that 37 job losses. I can still make a joke about it, right? Tower restaurant. Let's just double check they haven't reopened it in some horrible turn of events. Permanently closed. Beautiful. I think I might do an intentional tour of the permanently closed places of Edinburgh. Just get as many people as I can to say permanently closed. And my t-shirt can just say either error 404 not found, t-shirt not found, big day out not found, permanently closed. I might go into the service station and have a little wee in there. It's so weird. I just tried to copy the line. I just wanted to just copy the line, the hottest table in the city way. I just command C and it's like, this content is copyright protected. I've never seen that before. That you're not allowed to just copy and paste like I'm not even allowed to take the word the. They've claimed copyright on the word the. I don't think that's possible. Have they claimed copyright on that? No. Ha ha ha. That's funny. I can copy all this stuff, you idiot. That's so dumb. I can just type it out, but I don't even want to now. It's made me not even want to now. Not really sure what happened tonight. I got a bit waylaid, so I edited Wednesday, so that's not, at least I'm up to Wednesday, and I just put the footage from Thursday, so like sort of yesterday, even though it's like sort of Saturday now. I just put the footage from Thursday, and I filmed 2 hours on Thursday. And if you think, if that's like insane percentage wise of my day, some people work out the percentages sometimes. If hopefully when I edit it, I think it's because like I filmed so much cat piano stuff, so I'll have to cut it. You'll already seen how much I cut. It's just like me trying to remember how to play the final countdown. Yeah, so I'll edit that another day. I didn't get around to editing it. I started to write a list of permanently closed places, and I just got one. I haven't designed the t-shirt, but at least I have the idea. That's all that really matters. So I will probably just do it in the mornings. I think it's like 1:37 right now. So I'm not tired though, but also just kind of think it'd be better to sleep on it. So I might just watch a bit of like something in bed and then go to bed. So yeah, probably just do that then. Okay, bye, thanks, bye. I've accidentally slept in till 10 to 10. I haven't made the t-shirt or got to the place I need to go. So it's a bit rushy, isn't it? We're going to be in a bit of a rush. My metal detector, my parrot stick, and my cat piano are the new onomatopoeia signs. I need to find them homes. Oh, also my robot. I had to drive with him in the sink. Everything needs to be glued to a surface. Just had a thought while I was on the toilet about what my t-shirt's going to say. This t-shirt has been permanently closed, and that's why I'm trying to buy a sewing kit, because I'm going to sew up the sleeve holes and the top part and the bottom part maybe, so it's just a piece. But I can't get a sewing kit here, so I'll have to get that somewhere else. All the sewing shops are permanently closed here. I suppose that's ironic in a way, even though I made it up. This clip lost its sound, so I'm going to narrate it from scratch without knowing what it is. Oh look, I'm going to get my iPad out of my rucksack because I need to get my design off of it. I'm struggling because I don't know how to work a zip. I could have just unzipped it. Instead I keep jiggling it with my hand trying to make it bigger, but I could just use the zip pull. There we go, I finally got it out and put to water veil. There's mustard in my sink. I finished that mustard off now. Let's just open the laptop. Have a little login of it. Can't show the screen because it says my name on it. Then I'll just go on to my iPad here. Oh look, I see I did the design a bit different. I doubled it up and made it look very three-dimensional. And now I'm ready to share it. God, who knows what I could even say here. Why did I film this? It doesn't feel necessary. I unsuccessfully exported my file because I cancelled it straight away, like the sort of idiot that I am sometimes. Probably saying something like, oh no, you can see all my little airdrop icons. I'll have to censor those now. I should probably just delete this clip. It doesn't seem worth leaving in, really. What the hell am I doing? Why can't I just press a simple button? Why can't I just press... Yeah, look, I'm trying to cover up the airdrop. Well, it's obviously way too late for that, you little idiot. I'll have to just blur out the whole screen now. There you go. What possibly more could you have to say? Oh my god, how long does this clip go on for? No wonder the sound decided to piss off. So there it is. Now we need to live trace it, don't we? Why are you filming this section? Okay, I'm just going to cut it here. This clip has now been permanently closed. Thoughts while weeding, or while rolling in preparation of weeding. I think I might make the sealed up t-shirt just be kind of the focus of the day. So trying to take it, be like, I can't even start my video because my t-shirt is sealed shut, and trying to get some poor seamstress lady to rip it open. And then when it finally gets open, I'll be like, and now I'm so hungry after all that I've decided to go to the Tower restaurant in Edinburgh, described as the best table in the world or something, and then I get there and it's permanently closed. I think that's what I want it to be. I haven't got loads of time because I'm slacking off. So I don't know, I guess I should, the thing that's freaking me out is that the parking in Edinburgh looks like basically impossible, and all the park and rides have height limits. So it's getting to like a seamstress person. It'd probably be better in a small town kind of place, but I just don't really understand Scotland. So I'll have to have a look on a map soon. And then I've got to go to the campsite tonight, obviously, which I booked. Or later today. I guess I could go there and then get the bus in, but I don't know, that's a bit stressful too. I'd rather get there when I've finished the video and I've got like settle down. We'll have a think. This won't take too long to do now. T-shirt's ready. It actually looks quite cool. Obviously I need to sew it up. So my plan is to go find a sewing kit, I think. I don't think I'm going to get it professionally sewn up because I'm going to get it professionally unsewn up, I think. Like, then my mission for the day can just be trying to get this open, and then if no one will do it, I'll just rip it open at the end because it won't even be hard. And then I'll go to that restaurant. I don't know, I'm just stressed about the parking situation, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I said last time I pressed record. So for you, these clips were probably just like, yeah, I'm going to do this, but I don't know about parking. And then I come back and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go and do this now, but I don't know about parking. Oy vey, will you be my moral support? She's so nice. She just said, of course. She would never say no. Unless she needed to, because she's good at setting boundaries. Oh, Ivy, she's such a good boy. Do you like the t-shirt? Thanks, Ivy. Her head's like a baked bean, isn't it? That's what my mum said. I was seeing her more as like I don't know, she is like a little baked bean. She's going in here as my moral support. Our first stop is Asda in Glasgow. Don't ask me why a man's looking at me for shouting. Probably because secretly I just want to get those sausages. Can't believe I didn't know that if I'd just driven like 5 miles north, I would have got to one of those service stations like Gloucester and Tebay with the little bins that look like houses and with all the cool like bird whistles and stuff. The one I was at last night was alright, but what? Had to stop at it even though I don't want anything. Just want to have a look. Sometimes they have this birch and muesli dish, which I would quite enjoy to have. Can't eat it while I'm driving though. Anyway, it's just funny you didn't even know. I could stay here another night. Just saw that there was one closer in like a place called Hamilton, kind of like that musical. That's actually really good. So we've come here instead. At least get a sewing kit from here. Maybe they'll have that little meringue bar that I like. That would make me feel happy. Not that I feel sad, but I do a bit feel sad. Campsite just called to say that I have to be there by they close at 6, so I'm gonna have to be there by like 5:30ish. So I'm gonna just sit in here in the car park and just sew up my t-shirt and just like watch some TV, and then I guess I'll just try and find a seamstress. Then I suppose, I don't really know, maybe I could just go to the campsite and then get a bus into Edinburgh and do the last part. Maybe that is what I'll do, so that I don't feel rushy aroundy. Maybe I can even find a seamstress in Edinburgh then. Maybe I'll just head straight there after I've sewn it up. I decided that all I really needed to do was close up the top, because then I just filmed like trying to put it on, and it was quite funny having my arms out and it on, and my head like couldn't come out of the hole. The only thing that's rubbish at the moment is the lighting in here is so terrible that it looks like I filmed it like 17 years ago. Oh no, and I just dropped my little Lego head down there. Just try and get that from the front. Yeah, so it's so annoying. It looks so crappy, but I can't get it any brighter in here really, unless I like opened this curtain. Or maybe I'll do that, because it does look terrible. It's quite funny that I never open my curtain because I don't want people to see in, and now if anyone has seen in, this is what they've seen. Someone just going like this. Right, I'm gonna like just make a decision now on what to do about something. I was gonna drive off, but actually it seems like a better idea to just walk through this muddy verge, because in the town of Hamilton there's like, from where I am, it's looked like there was like 2 or 3 little seamstresses over here. Or regular sized seamstresses, I guess. I don't know yet. But so I might as well just stay by there, because you can get some parking for free in there, and I bet if I went over here I wouldn't even be able to park because I don't know how to drive. Why am I always on verges and roads and stuff? Why can't I just ever be on a pavement? Oh, there's one over there. It's probably my own fault. Anyway, yeah, let's take this to the seamstress. I actually really like the sewn-up collar. It's really cool. It would solve my face issue if I just sewed up all the tops of my t-shirts and walked around like that. Hiya, you're right. I don't know if you can help. I've got a bit of an urgent problem, which is this t-shirt that I was supposed to wear today is like sealed on the neck. I don't know if there's any way you'd be able to like open it, or...
Yeah, sure.
I've been really unlucky. Everything I've been going to recently has been closed, and now this is like the final straw.
Is it? Oh, it's just so starched.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's like come out. Should come out quite easily.
Just tried to get it on, and I was like stuck in it. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you.
You just need the right wee tool.
Yeah, I don't have any
stitching.
Didn't even have any scissors or anything. Oh yay, it's coming open. I guess it's just like one of those when they seal off a pocket or something.
Oh, it's unusual. Did you buy it like that?
Yeah, I got it online. It does say on it this t-shirt is permanently closed, so I guess maybe they just come like that as a joke or something. Oh, that's amazing.
That's it. All you need to do is just
pull
through
pull
the
these
threads.
out. Oh, thank you so much.
It's...
I'm not sure.
No, it's alright.
You sure? No, you have to pay for it. Oh,
no,
sure.
it's fine.
Thank you so much for your help.
Hey.
Bye. Just took it into that lady, Angela's Alteration, super so nice. She wouldn't even charge me, and she cut it open for me. And I just realised I'm just making it so much more complicated than it needs to be for myself. I'll just find somewhere here that's closed now. I'm going to put it on now. And I'll just find somewhere here that's closed, and that's it. I'll run off, finish, go to the campsite, have a nice relaxing evening, prepare for the pantomime tomorrow. And then I don't need to be all stressed about everything. Like, every time I listen to whatever I recorded back, I just sound like normal, but I'm like, I feel really sad and stressed, but my voice sounds exactly the same. So it just sounds like I'm lying about my feelings, which maybe I am. Maybe that's what feelings are, you just say stuff. Because every time I start saying them anyway, they kind of go away. Also, I've got way too confident on my stick, because I'm just like wandering about all crazy, chatting like shit to a little stick in my hand. I love it. I changed my mind again because it's actually only 1:30. I feel like it does need to end in wearing it out for an evening in Edinburgh at the best table in Edinburgh, which has been permanently closed. I think that is how it has to end, I'm afraid, Zoe. That's fine, I don't really mind. We'll just have to park in the middle of a verge. Okay, so it turns out Edinburgh is like all low emission zoney, and the parking is insanely annoying. You can't park. The hotel restaurant's at the museum, which doesn't have any parking, and it says it's really busy on there, and it's Saturday today, isn't it? So it'll be crazy. I thought it was like Wednesday or something. So, new plan then. I'm still going to go to it, but I'm going to go to the campsite, and then I'm going to figure out how to get a bus to the museum, because it will actually be good practice for when I have to go tomorrow to the pantomime, because I'm kind of nervous about that. So I'll just use it as a practice run. I'll just try and be really quick, just go there, they'll tell me it's closed and that's it, and then I'll get the bus home. Oh Jesus freaking blob. It just feels like I have to do it, so I'm gonna just do it. I'm at the campsite, it seems pretty cool, it's like pretty big, I've just checked in and everything. Look at the map, it's like The map's a really cool design. It's upside down. The map's a really cool design. It's don't know, it looks really cool. It's also it's like at a garden centre. There's like a big garden centre here, and it's got like laundry room and a bar with food. And I'm not going to engage with any of this stuff, but it's cool that it exists. I'll use the toilet. But yeah, so she just told me I need to get the bus at 11 and cross over the road to get to where I need to go. I'm just making all this effort to get into Edinburgh to go purely to a place that I know is permanently closed, just so that I have someone to say in my video it has been closed. But at least I'll get to like suss out Edinburgh a little bit more for tomorrow. So I should probably just get moving now. It's 2:26. So not doing too badly when you think about things. So going on the bus now. Forgot I actually needed to put the t-shirt on, so I've put the t-shirt on now. I've put Oive back in bed because I'm worried I'm going to lose her. So let's go and be told that where I'm going is closed. And also, when I get back here, I'm going to actually open the curtains and windows, not the windows, the curtains, so that it's all like light and nice in here. Although it'll be dark when I get back. Bye. Look at this. Oh my god, I've like never seen this animal. Is this like a... what is this? Mammoth. Oh my god, they're so cool with the mountains in the background too. Is it just a cow? They're amazing, they're massive. With big horns. Oh my god. I want Oive to ride one. Wow. I actually went into the garden centre. This bunny looks very grown up. Puppets. It's like really grown up adult face. Recognise this elephant and this monkey. Waiting for the bus to come. She said they were every like 10 to 15 minutes. The hour is, oh yeah, there should be one at 42:52. Oh, it's Saturday. 52 minutes. Cool, I should go because I need to film myself waving at it. Well, I'm about a 15-minute walk away. When I'm on a bus and I don't really know where it is, I always just like panic get off because I don't want to go too far. I'd rather walk a bit. So anyway, I'm a 15-minute walk away. I also got trapped in the priority seat. I didn't realise I was in a priority seat till it was a bit too late, and then so I sort of just felt guilty for the whole ride. But then I decided that actually I should prioritise myself. So it's okay, isn't it? I am a bit of a priority in my life. And who is anyone else to say what I should be, what a priority is and isn't? It's flashing green man. I'm gonna die. I'm on Bread Street. It looks really nice here. I haven't really been able to appreciate it because I'm in a rush. But I'm on Bread Street. I'm in a rush to be told that the place I want to go is closed down, I guess. I don't know how to cross the roads here. Oh well. Good news is I got what I needed. Bad news is I don't remember how to get the bus back or anything. I have no idea what it was or where it goes from or to. But at least I did that. I might go and edit in a coffee shop anyway since I'm here and it's pretty nice. Then I can just go back and do the voiceovers and then eat dinner. And then it's like Saturday or something, isn't it? I'm getting drawn into Zazas, I think. I like that colour. Zaza is basically my name. What, do you reckon that's the castle up on that hill? Crazy. Changed my mind, I didn't like the look of the seats. I didn't like the texture of the seats to look at. I actually did a really good job of walking the exact route I came back because I remembered landmarks, and my landmarks were like Warhorse book in window because I was thinking about Warhorse, the horse I met at the show horse centre. back. It's 5:45, so that's pretty good. I've obviously got to do voiceovers and subtitles, but I've been thinking about what I want to say. I think I've got it pretty much done in my head, the video. I think I'm pretty happy with it. It was cool coming back because the bus stop stops right at the very tip top of this road. Yeah, and it'd be really nice to get back into Mary. It was quite fun actually not having to worry about parking and stuff. Even though I reckon they probably could have parked somewhere there. It's good because I can like get a bit set up, although not really because they're leaving tomorrow. Wait, no, I have 2 nights here. I'll probably have to make my pantomime t-shirt tonight anyway, so that it's all ready to go for the morning. This block looks like a big camembert cheese. I'm gonna get run over. I'll stand in the parking place. It's very muddy around here. Anywho, looking forward to eating. I just had like a cooler drink. Like all I've drank today actually is iced drinks. So I had like brain freeze while I was editing the video, and it's fucking like -1 degrees. Anyway, yeah, so I'll be back in Mary in a minute. I think it's about 5 minutes down here. Just dawned on me that I don't think I have any water. But as I was saying that, it just dawned on me that I'm at a campsite, so they probably have drinking water here. I just need a vessel. It also has a shop. Videoing is edited. I'm really happy with it. It's only 1:08. I think it's got a good like pace and flow. I'm happy with it. I want to eat, but it's and I like did it like it's 6:29 and I like to have it ready for 6:30, so that's great. Post it now and then I'll put the t-shirt up and then I'm gonna make some food. Haven't even pressed the buttons on the calendar today. Don't start playing on that. Things that I wanted to do include ... wall mounting the piano, because at the moment every time I drive I like have to put it somewhere, and that's not that hard really, but it would be cool if it was mounted on the wall, wouldn't it? Because then I'll just never use it again, probably. I always have to say something stupid after everything I say. I think it should be here. I think I should just bungee it up like I did with the guitar, but it has like a space on the back, like a handle. I'm in the dark again as always. Oh, the robot's still on. Fucking hell. Let's get some lights on then. I wish I could get the robot to carry me a can of Pepsi Max, but I drank all my cans of Pepsi Max, so I can't. I need more lights. It's too dark in here all the time. If anyone knows any cool lights. Crab-on is gone. Crab-on! I'll be back when I found Crab-on. I need to get the torch. Crab-on. Oh no. I love Crab-on. I never opened the back door, so I don't think he will have been lost. But it's a bit worrying. Crab-on. 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 Oh, living in a van is like doing stop motion. 1 step forward, 1 crab back. Where the hell is that little freak? God, it's ever since I got that other crab alarm he's not been happy. Did he fall into a crock? I could use these for storage. I actually should use these for storage. Crab-on, you little shit. Oh my god, he's right there. What the hell? That's so weird. Sorry, Crab-on. Oh, he must have only fallen recently then, like today. He's always falling. He's just up there with a bit of Velcro, and it obviously isn't working, but... well... see you next time you fall, Crab-on. We all love you, Crab-on. Just stay up there, please. What was I saying? Cat piano or something? Some bullshit. Oh, about lighting. If anyone knows where... Oh my god, the robot's still on. If anyone knows a good light... Oh god, I just put those on again. Epilepsy warning. I want to make it nice in here again. I have got to design the t-shirt, but it's like I know what I'm doing tomorrow, so it's not too much of a stress. I haven't edited. I've edited up to Wednesday. Obviously I've got 2 hours of Thursday to edit, so I'm just sort of putting that off indefinitely right now. That's some good lighting. Right, I'm gonna wall mount the thing. I'm gonna show you when I've wall mounted it. This might be the best piece of DIY I've ever done. Just wait for in the morning when I wake up and it's just like, I've just heard this in the night. The bungee cords are kind of squashing some of the notes, which is a bit of a shame. Didn't really think about that. Only 2 can be pressed at once anyway. It's so cool. I'm still kind of getting used to it actually. Does it look bad? I can just take it down from there anyway. It's just to keep it there while it's... But it means while I'm waiting for stuff to cut out of the Cricut, if I get a bit bored... I think it's good there. I'll just have to wait for it to sink in a bit because it's too new for me to like it. Maybe the bungee cords are a bit much on there. Probably should have just done one going that way, but I don't think that would hold it in. Oh, I probably should have just done it on these bits or something rather than going across the whole top. I mean, I still could just do that, I guess. Yeah. I like it though. Let me look from this angle. It's kind of cool, isn't it? I was like absolutely knackered. I've just been sat around doing piss all. I was supposed to draw the t-shirt and stuff, but I think I'm just going to go to bed and use the fact that I need a wee as an alarm in the morning and be up early to do it, because I'll wake up desperate for do a wee. And I also was thinking that I don't think Cheese Cube Mouse has featured very much recently, so I'm going to take him to the pantomime with me tomorrow, because it's so sad that he hasn't been around, and I'm really tired. I put the piano up, didn't I? Good night, everybody. Before we get started, I'm just letting you know that Sunday's music is being brought to you by the song called Cheese Holes. Cheese Cube Mouse chose it. It's 8:30 in the morning, and my theory was right that I would wake up and I would need a wee, but I don't actually know where the toilets are here because I went to ones that were nearby and they said they were closed. And I actually feel like I remembered that I've got to design and make that whole t-shirt, and maybe I haven't got time to do it because I have to get to the theatre soon and figure out where the toilet is, and that could take me 4 hours, and then what will happen? Cheese Cube? I looked on my little map, they're just in that block over there, I think. Wish I was at a service station. I was gonna go and see if like the coffee had if the garden centre was open for like a coffee and I could go and sit and do the t-shirt in there, but I remembered it's Sunday and most places like that, oh, I can just look on the internet. Probably don't open till like 11, I'm gonna guess. I'm in a place called Morton Garden Centre. Maybe I'm not. Moortown. Oh yeah. Yeah, it opens at 10. I thought that would probably be the case. There is a cafe thing on site here, but I don't know about that either. But I can probably feel more calm to just do it here anyway. But it would be kind of nice to just go and sit around humanity sometimes. Sometimes on a Sunday morning, it just seems like it would be nice to be around like life, rather than just me and my stick. I've got life around here, like these guys, but you know what I mean. Temporarily closed. Oh god. I'm so sick of everything. Muriton. Oh, it's just spelling more. What, you get a discount for being over 60? Isn't that ageist? You never get a discount for being any other ages. I might try do one where I try and get an over 60s discount, just say that I've got some sort of aging disease where it looks like I've aged. I'll say my name is Benjamina Button. Sorry, it's too early for this crap. Oh, I don't know, I'll just draw the t-shirt. I pretty much know exactly how I want it to be anyway. And I've recorded so much footage and I haven't wiped my memory card for ages, so it's kind of low. So I shouldn't film this whole process. In my head it's like pantomime in the background on the stage. And then it's just like me or some person facing this way, covering a bit of the word pantomime, so you can just see like panime. And they're just saying, it's behind me. That's my plan. So I'll just see if that comes to fruition. I'll do a transition, look. I'll smack the pen on the thing and it'll draw it, okay? It's all gone weird and wrong. I don't really like it, so I'm actually going to start again, I think. I'm struggling a bit. I tried to salvage it. This is what I've got. I don't really like it. And I've just been thinking, actually, maybe I'd rather it's the audience is shouting, it's behind you. And then I'm just shouting, I know. I think I want to change it to that instead now, because that's sort of more the plan of what I'm going to do. This one looks like I'm too in control. Okay, so this was option 1. It's all a bit small. I drew it kind of small. And then this is option 2. I think option 2 is definitely better. But I think it needs a caption because it doesn't say pantomime now. And I just tried putting like this. Getting shouted at the pantomime, but I think that might be a bit too on the nose. Maybe just pantomime. Maybe it's clear enough without a caption, but I feel like a caption is nice. I'll come back to you when I've finished it. This is what I'm going to go with. I hate going to the pantomime. Everyone always shouts at me. I think that's going to be cool. I'm actually going to enjoy the show. Also, what's the time? It's only 9:30, that's good. I don't know why I was all stressy before, I should be fine. I think I'm going to enjoy the show. Like, as soon as I only need to catch the audience, like, film saying it's behind you and make sure I'm facing the wrong way once, and then I can basically just enjoy the show. And then I'll just go and complain to the staff afterwards, probably. Yay, complaining to the staff! Yay, Sunday activity, the perfect Sunday activity. I'm happy with this now, I think it's cool. I really like it, actually. It's going to take a little while to make. Got my pantomime t-shirt on. I was like all honed in on it then, thinking like it was all a bit wonky because like this little tiny bit of red went on it, and without the context when you have pieces, like it was hard to get them in the right places. But as a whole, it's actually really cool. I like it. Yeah, so it's 10:30, so I'll probably just make my way into Edinburgh slowly and go and have a coffee and breakfast there because I'm a bit hungry and I'd rather just be near so that I know that I'm not going to be late. Yeah, so I'm off to go and ruin a daytime performance for children. We'll just put a different coat on so that I could be a bit incognito. And I was just thinking, listen to how nice incognito is backwards. Otin Gockney. Stuck in my head now. Otin Gockney. I brought a cheese cube. I'm just waiting for a caravan to pass me slowly. Oh, it's just really muddy and I don't want to get my Crocs all muddy again. So I've just waited for them to drive really slowly past me. And there's another one coming. Oh god, I'll just let them run me over, it's fine. I'm standing in the passing places as if I'm a car. I kind of want to get honked. They're revving behind me. I think they're revving at me. I don't care, I'm a priority person. I'm going into the passing place and you can just wait. I'm trying to make a point about cheese cube mouths. I think this is all going on in my head, I don't think they're revving at me. Maybe they are. I just got a noisy engine. Okay, he was, because he just looked at me for ages. Well, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that I don't want to walk in the mud. My trousers are all dangly, so I'd get all muddy. And that's your fault. I'm trying to talk about something else. Okay, it seems to be the last car coming. It could have just gone past me anyway, I'm right on the very edge. But I did have my arm out like this, so... I brought Oy Vey. She's such a little princess. I'm going to be very careful with her. And I brought Cheese Cube because I thought it would be funny to if like they look the wrong way as well at certain points during the pantomime. Another car coming. And like, I get really upset that they've been shouted at as well, because they're very delicate, especially Cheesecake Mouse, who's now retreated back into his cube. And I could pretend like I'm squeezing it and be like, look, he just won't even come out because he's so stressed from the pantomime. No one ever warned us that we would be shouted at and humiliated by the audience here. It's a disgrace. I've never been to a pantomime before, and by George, I tell you, I'll never be again. I'm looking forward to it though. I'm actually really glad I did a little test run yesterday, because now I feel confident getting the bus, and I know what stop, well, I don't know what stop to offer, but I know how to get to town easily. And I feel, oh yeah, I think they're on every quarter. I probably just missed one by 2 minutes. Maybe I should go in the would I rather stand at the thing being cold? Garden centre for 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm glad I did a test run, because it's nice to just know that I know what to do. I don't think they say things here, they just go on and tap. Because when I said, I'd like to go to this place please, he was like, just tap it. So I don't think I'll say anything today. Should be a bus in 6 minutes, so that's not too shabby. Is it? Oivy. I feel a bit delirious today. Haven't had anything to eat or drink. Haven't spoken to anyone. The last thing I spoke to someone was just where's the Tower restaurant? Oh, it's closed forever. Bye then. The pantomime will be fun, won't it, Oivy? That's not even your name, Oivy, don't respond. Oivy. Oivy! Sorry. Oivy. Oivy. It's funny. Little baked bean head. You looking forward to the pantomime, Cheese Cube? You know that people might shout at you. I want to say something like then to the people, like, every time I would look around to the back to check where the fire exits were, it's because I was concerned for my safety and the safety of those around me, especially seeing as how lots of them were children. The whole audience ganged up on me and would scream and shout in my face to turn around and that it was behind me, as if I didn't know where the show was. I felt like I was being targeted from the very start, maybe because they know I'm not Scottish. And that's not fair, is it? Because I came here because I wanted to come, because I think Scotland is nice, and now a whole audience has humiliated and belittled me in front of millions. Definitely panicked, got off the bus again, because someone sat down next to me and I was like, oh no, I've got to do the thing where I asked them to move, so I just asked them to move and got off, and then I'm off now. Don't think I'm that far away though. Don't even know where I'm going really. If I've successfully got my bearings, Warhorse should be in the window of this bookshop. They sold it. Wait, another window. Yay! Yay! I'm a bin, drop your litter in. It's simple, but I like it. Good one. About to show you the best shop front I've ever seen. Shaking my very, I don't know. Look. It's got the little nose and glasses with the moustache on. Way too many tourists taking photos here. There's just been in a lot of photo lines. Thankfully I'm pretty incog. Often got me, but don't like it. I'm right back at the museum. Maybe I could get a coffee at the Tower restaurant. I heard it's like the hottest table in the city or something. I just hang on, I'll get somewhere quiet to talk. I always did feel really bad walking past homeless people and not giving them any money, but I never any change. So I just was like, there was this like sweet lady, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just be like, see if she wants anything from the Tesco. Like I was thinking like, I don't know, a sandwich or something. And I was like, do you want to just come in with me and choose something? This is how you know it's a good deed, because it made me feel bad. Like if you feel good. My theory on good deeds is that if they make you feel good, then it wasn't a good deed, it was just you trying to make yourself feel good. I feel bad because I just spent... First of all, I had to buy a whole chicken. We had to buy Oxy Action, which was like £8.50. Spent 40 quid.
Yes, up here to the top of these stairs, through the doors on the left hand side.
I've never seen a pantomime before, I'm really nervous.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Is it? People don't shout at you so much, do they?
No.
Okay.
Where are you sitting in?
N40.
Now you're far enough back that you can sit back and relax and
Okay,
enjoy
great.
everybody else.
That's great, thank you. Can I please get this and a Diet Coke and a sweet and salty popcorn? Also, who are the signposters signed by?
Alan, Jordan and Grant.
Are they just people in the show or is it?
Yeah, they're the main characters.
Oh, okay.
You can come back at the end.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know who they are yet.
You went to the kids?
I'm coming down. Put some light up here. I'm coming down. Oh, right. Excuse the carry it. Right. Hey, what's your name? Tony. Right. Say hello to Tony, everyone.
Hello, Tony.
It's the late Tony. The very late Tony, actually. This was for yesterday's man.
Tony. So wait a minute, you came in your own, I get that bit, right? And you went on the wrong day to the wrong theatre.
You're on a great run, aren't you?
Well, the Hibs.
We'll get them sat down.
There's a seat over there.
Get everybody to budge up.
No, wait a minute. No, don't take him up. Take him up on the stage. It'll take ages for everybody to...
Shall we bring Tony up on the stage?
Take him down.
He's coming up. There we are.
That's it. Come on, Tony. This is your big moment now. 15 seconds of fame. Okay. Now, I want you to look out here and you'll see just how lovely everybody's smiling at you. Where the hell did he go?
Technical difficulties mean the show is technically closed right now, so the perfect end to the week. Hey, you know there was that tiny bit that we missed. In that part, did anyone shout "Who's behind you"? Because I called up to see whether or not people shout "Who's behind you," and they said yeah, but nobody shouted it. So now my whole T-shirt doesn't even make sense. So it's a bit rubbish. So it was alright though, but it says it's behind you here. Yeah, I guess so. Everyone was booing me when I turned around as well to look where the fire exits were. I don't know, I think the audience hated me in there. It felt like they were all ganging up on me. So I was worried from the technical difficulties, I was worried that there was going to be a fire, so I was looking around for the fire exits because I was worried about everyone, and every time I turned around they started booing. It might have just been bad timing on my part, but it was sad. I just had to try and salvage that by just talking to the lady on the box office in an insane manner. Because no one even said he's behind you. And I can prove it from my phone call that I was told that they would shout that. But I got some booze. It was, yeah, I'll see what I can do with the editing. I was just had to be on edge the whole time because I was like had to be waiting, ready to film the whole time. And the thing I needed to film of he's behind you, it's behind you when I was turning around never happened. So I was just like constantly waiting the whole time. So I couldn't even laugh at any jokes or anything. Everything was like "Mon the Hibs." I don't know what "Mon the Hibs" means. I felt like everything was made for people that live in Edinburgh and I didn't understand anything. Because I'm stupid. And then all the technical difficulties part, but I can sort of weave that into my fire exit story. Don't know, I'll see. I might just go and sit and have a coffee and edit it now, I think. It's 20 to 4. Right now the pigeon in this alleyway is the only thing keeping me calm. I hope it's not dead. It's standing and stuff. I just went to sit and have a coffee, but there was no table, so I had to get it poured into this cup, and she burnt her hand on it, I think. I also bought a replacement printer, so now I'm carrying a printer around. I did have just a really good idea though. Sorry, I'm just looking at that pigeon. He just told the pigeon to fuck off, the one thing that was keeping me calm. It's pretty horrible. Yeah, when I was running away, the police were chasing me, so I can say, shit, they're behind me, and then it's getting the line in. Pretty smart. Got some food for dinner, and I just noticed that I'm back on Bread Street, which means I know where there's a little coffee shop I could go to. So I'm feeling a bit stressed that I've not done any of the edit yet, and it's really late, so I'm going to do some of that before I go back. Walking back down the road now. It's about 6. Feel a bit stressed because still got a lot to do and I want to eat, and so I've got no plans for tomorrow. I've got to be out of the campsite, and that's all next week's vlog, so I can't even talk about it right now. But yeah, it's all a bit, well, it's fine, isn't it? It's fine, I'll get the video done. It's basically edited, I guess. I want to get the phone call edit to prove that I asked about it being behind me, and then yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. I think it'll be an alright one. Hello to everyone in the world. I haven't filmed anything for ages. It's 11 o'clock now. I've just literally been sat there just doing absolutely nothing, and it's been quite nice. But also thinking about stuff. I think I've killed this plant. It's all crispy and dead from giving it too much water. So honestly, it can just piss the fuck off because it knows I've tried my best. And it's like, just if you didn't want all that water, then you can just save some of it for later, can't you? Like, that's what I do. I just put it in a bottle. Or I've killed it from not giving it any water. I don't know. I can't remember. It's one of them. It's definitely dead though. It's all dry. Someone left a comment like, I think you should drink it, feed your plants some water. And I did. I swear I did. I swear I've been giving it water like every day, and like Pepsi and bits of mushy pea juice. Don't know. It's all dead and crispy. I should just have only fake plants in here because I never even let the natural light in even, so this keeps popping off as well. It goes through phases, this was just popping off all the time. I think that obviously I'm supposed to leave this campsite tomorrow. Oh, it fell off again. I need to put a bit of water on it just like the plant, ironically. I think that I was like, I always think like I have to like have finished where I am on by Monday because the vlog and stuff. But I'm realistically the vlog isn't going to be out on Monday, so I think I'm going to book another day in here because there's one more Edinburgh video I'd like to do, and I'm quite enjoying sort of living somewhere for a couple of days. Like getting the bus in. I'll tell you what my idea is in a sec. Obviously the video for this idea won't be until next week's vlog, but you'll have seen the TikTok because by the time this goes out, the TikTok will have happened and the whole thing will have finished, and I haven't even made the t-shirt yet. It's one of those crazy time loops that we're in. So let me know down below whether or not it was a bad TikTok before I know, but by the time you comment and tell me, I'll already know, so don't bother. Maybe the plant doesn't like Wibbly Pig living on him. But I'm afraid that's where Wibbly Pig wants to be. Yeah, right, let's I'm gonna tell you what my idea was. I'm gonna go and sit over there with my iPad. Oh, Nocky, sorry. I squashed him. God, it's just dark all the time, isn't it? Right, this is my plan. So some people have been commenting, I've noticed, about the Chihuahua Cafe in Edinburgh. So, first of all, I was like, I don't know, is it even interesting? It's so aggressive that it's amazing, right? Listen to the rules of this little dog cafe. Please read in full or you may invalidate your booking. We are a timed activity. Late arrival is not possible. Yes, even 1 minute, and you will not be entitled to a refund or reschedule. Please judge your journey to avoid disappointment. This is for our dogs' welfare. They shouldn't get a stressful day because Edinburgh traffic was busier than you expected. It's always busy. Children attending must be 5 years or older, have ID. What kids have IDs? Passport. Ages 5 to 11 are considered a child to us. I think to everyone, though. Ages 5 to... anyway. Bookings are final once payment has been completed. No refunds will be given. If you are late, you will not be permitted entry. No refunds will be given. They said that twice. So yeah, it's so angry. It's like such a horrible booking experience. Just like rage. So my plan is, go in there, book myself a table. I'm going to pretend I need to copy one of these dogs. I reckon this guy, he's speaking to me because he's just staring right at me. Oh, this guy's funny though. I'm going to pretend like I've lost a Chihuahua and I'm going to pretend like I think they've stolen my dog. And so their dogs are obviously good timekeepers because they know when you're 1 minute late it makes a dog stress. So it's going to be like missing dog, hard worker, excellent timekeeping skills. With a picture that looks like one of these dogs. Last seen in Edinburgh. And something else. Or just those things. Dearly missed. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking wind them up good and proper because of their angry rules that have wound me up good and proper. Should probably just check, probably like, oh, we're closed tomorrow forever. Oh god, they probably are closed. If they are, I'm going to have to cut all of this out of the video because then I can't... What day is tomorrow? Oh no, this looks all booked. What day is tomorrow? 23rd. What does that mean, that pink colour? What does this mean? Oh no! Oh, they do month first as well. This is awful. Okay, start time. Oh, come on. No! What does this mean? What do these colours mean? Red is clickable onable. But it's not. What? Sorry, I'm sending so much hate to these people. I'm sure they're very nice. They're just very aggressive. Why is this not possible? 1 adult. Date. Now they're just all greyed out. Surely they're not just closed right now, always. I think their website's just really bad. I'm gonna try it on my laptop. Oh, I had mushy peas, by the way. I never filmed them or anything, but I did. Oh yeah, and the video went up and it's alright. And I finished editing and everything and it's fine. But I'm already thinking about this one now anyway. Oh, the camera's got very hot. Chihuahua. Cave. Right. Please, please, please exist. It's so upsetting, all of this stuff. I'm so upset all the time. Come on. What? They have like January and then you go on it. January. What's these greyed out? None. Oh, the only clickable ones are the red ones. Oh, they're so annoying. What's wrong with you? Why? Maybe I should just do a walk-in. Why make everything so difficult? Yeah, I can only choose. Oh yeah, fully booked and unavailable. So I guess they're really popular. Oh, there's a cat cafe, but are they going to be as aggressive? I'm going to go and sit back down over there. They need to, I want them to be really aggressive. I'm not that bothered about cat one. They're everywhere. I could ring them tomorrow. Book a slot. Okay, they're pretty aggressive as well. Must be like a standard thing with these animal cafes. Do not arrive more than 5 minutes. Blah, blah, blah. Cats and sleep for 16 hours a day. I could be missing cat. Very tired. Good timekeeping skills. Heart, lazy, tired. Do they have availability? Oh, not till 5:30. I've been wound up here. Glasgow. Maybe they have a dog cave. Oh yeah, they had the purple cat cafe. I was actually thinking about that because of the whole purple element. Cat. Oh God, just leave me alone. I don't want to fucking be a member. I bet that's not true anymore about face to masks. Oh my God, I just want to have a look. Why do I have to fill in all my details? Let me read your rules. Are you aggressive too? Oh, you have to be a member to view everything. Oh my God, I hate these places so much. This one doesn't seem aggressive enough. You have to remove your shoes? Boo, I'm not going there. Dog cafe. I want to go to the aggressive one. I'm really set on it now. They don't even open till midday. They're closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Oh, please just be open. Please just have a slot. Maybe I really should just go and wind them up and not even book or anything, but they'll just be like, you can't come in without booking. And I'll be like, you stole my dog! You've stolen my dog! I've seen him on the website! They were like, no, we bought all these dogs. And I'll be like, no, you stole my dog. I know it's him because he gets stressed when people are late. I think all their dogs are girls. She gets stressed when people are late. Oh, please, why are you all booked? So annoying. So angry that I have to be able to come. Since I am just one person, I feel like giving them like a little ring in the morning. They might be able to squeeze me in. They'll be like, no, the dogs will become stressed. You'll stress out all of our dogs. Well, I'm stressed. Don't you understand that I'm stressed? I'm really stressed. What happens if I book a day that's actually got... Click on a day that's actually red? Time. Oh yeah, they do time slots. But I have to be on the 23rd. It just has to be the 23rd. Contact us. I'm going to send them a message. Hi, I am only in Edinburgh for one more day and I'm desperate to visit. I am just one adult. Is there any chance you can fit me in tomorrow? Thank you so much in advance. Send. An empty green box has appeared. I assume this means that my message has sended. That text probably says like, you have sent it. Let's see if it is anything. Thank you for your message. It has been. There you go. You need to change your white send text. Should I send them another one? I'm gonna... Your text upon message... Oh God, who cares? Well, I'm gonna just do it because, yeah, it'll be funny if it's another one of those like, oh, it's actually closed. Oh, you've actually been rejected. You actually can't even come. Oh, look, they've all got names and stuff. Yeah, I think they're all girls. I need to hone in on one that I'm gonna steal. Oh, there's one called Fairy. I know a dog called Fairy. I've never known another dog called Fairy. I don't like these jewellery pictures, though. Hepburn is speaking to me now. Here we go, I've got all the information I need. Red Sheeran. I can literally steal this dog's identity. So no, Lady B was the one that spoke to me the most at the start. Just don't like this particular picture of Lady B. Sorry. I prefer them when they've not got jewellery and stuff on. I'm literally just being horrible about this small business. I'm really sorry. I'm in one of those moods. But they are aggressive in their marketing scheme, so I'm allowed to be aggressive back. Yeah, I think this is... I just think this one would look good on a t-shirt and stuff. Screenshot. So we'll find out about her, sorry. Honeybee. Lady B even. How do they have a favourite colour? Trick, left pawed. She seems to be like the least friendly, nicest one. She went blind. Short-sighted. Okay, I could draw her with glasses on in my t-shirt. Oh, I'm just filming too much content again. I feel like this vlog is going to be about 18 hours long. Don't worry about it, it all corrupted anyway. Content, tin bowling. Right, I'll come back when I've drawn the dog. I've got the base of it done. Just looking at a couple of things. So I'm just going to take some basic info, like, so she would be 6 years old. And then I'm just going to, like, sort of make up my own stuff. So, like, I definitely want excellent timekeeping skills on there. Kind of want it to be more like a CV. I might make this a bit more interesting. I just did a base design, alright? So before you start telling me it's a bit boring, hold your horse, dog. 6 years old. Answers to the name Lady B. Considered a bundle of energy and joy. 6 years old. Right, let's go for the small pen now, because we're getting down to business. It's like an eye chart. Getting smaller and smaller writing, you know what I mean? Excellent timekeeping. Hope this isn't all a waste of time and I'm not going to be able to go there, but I'm just going to fucking barge my way in. Angry like a crazy dog person who thinks their dog has been stolen. I mean, you would do that if you genuinely thought they'd stolen your dog. Excellent timekeeping. Oh, I got a new printer, so I could even print out some little missing flyers. I could put them up outside their shop. Yep, we're going to do that. I could do them for all of their dogs. Oh, why am I targeting a small business? That's what you do every day. Oh yeah. That's basically my job. So I'm a small business. So happy. Excellent timekeeping skills. Hard worker. Hardest skill to woo. Worst luck out of any health. Oh yeah, the eye thing. She's got something wrong with her legs. Surgeries in their knees. Hernias. Surgeries. Blind. Merciful. Short-sighted. Oh yeah, I was going to put glasses on her. Of course. Little short-sighted doggy. I guess those bits would like go up there, probably because of her ears and stuff. We'll just have them like that. I could do like a little zoom in there. Little arrow to the eyes. I didn't point it wrong because I'm a bit... Right, because I'm a bit short-sighted. Short-sighted. Id. Sorry. Id. Short-sighted. Could do some more of these little labels. So what else is wrong with her? Oh yeah, knee surgery. Sometimes be a little less sure. She doesn't mind if you lean over. Loves to be leaned on. I might say that I'm allergic to dogs as well, just to be the little cherry on the cake. Be like, I can't come in because I'm allergic to dogs, but I think you stole my dog. Oh god, what's wrong with me? You may even get a face kiss from this sassy girl. If she does grumble at you, please don't be offended. This is her way of telling you I'm a little unsure. Favourite colour yellow. Oh, and I put a yellow background. That's actually wasn't even intentional, so that's good. I know I did read that before, but I forgot, alright? Oh, her favourite teddy is a tennis ball. That's so sad. Rubbish. Oh yeah, left claw. Okay, I think that's enough real facts. I think that's quite cool. Well, no, I mean that's rubbish, but it's... I need like... Wait, I said something else before, like... In the realm of hard worker. I should have like a little bullet point or something. Hard worker. Didn't I say something else before? I don't like how this looks. I don't like the small pen. Really? It looks too small pen-y. Well, it would probably look better if I put keeping skills on the line under there. Wow, that looks so much better. Well, it actually does, so I don't need your sarcasm at this time of night. Thank you very much. I wasn't being sarcastic, it genuinely does look better. Excellent timekeeping skills. Hard worker. There was something else I said. A dog. Oh, last seen Edinburgh. I might put that big pen here. Edinburgh. Nothing ever fits. Last seen in Edinburgh. I will put in, because I want it to at least be a complete sentence, you know? Edinburgh sad face with the dog. Chihuahua, 6 years old, excellent timekeeping skills, hard worker, dog. Let's go back to their rules because that's where I got most of my inspiration from. A dog, I'm just gonna put. So I could make flyers of this too. So if I was doing it as a flyer, I'd just give it a little border probably. But the t-shirt can be basically the same. Wait, I'll do it separate as a flyer. I'm gonna do some little finishing touches, not filming because it's already too much footage. Help me, I've made a mistake. I obviously traced the real dog here. So that's a properly detailed, genuine drawing of the dog. Then I drew this one down here that's so much better. But it's clearly a different dog. But it's got so much more emotion because it's crying. But it's strange to have two pictures of a dog on a missing poster, especially when it's clearly a cat, this one. But I like that one more. I don't like this tracing of the dog. And the glasses are kind of strange. What should I do? Just leave them both on there. That's like the artist's rendition. Like that could be like what it looks like now. Like prediction of what it looks like now because it's been lost for like 3 weeks. So after 3 weeks on the street, this is how we imagine it. What's it called? Like not an EFIT, but like when they age up a missing child. That's what that is. I need to find out the proper term for it, and that's what that will be then. I might get rid of these squiggly lines as well. It's all too much going on over here. Coming back on here to say, don't know what I've been doing for the last several hours. I finished this design, it's quite cool, I like it. Obviously this part will be going into the next video, but I already explained that. Artist rendition, how she may look today. Crying. Yeah, it's quite graphic designy in a way. That's probably the most I've ever used my degree. And you put a circle. Probably the end of the vlog then. Never did this today. There you go, it's the end of the vlog. I'll guess the other me will do a little debrief now, so I don't even need to say anything profound, so bye! I don't even consider myself to be the other me in this scenario. I think that she was talking about a different other me. One where none of the corruption happened, because I'm like the unhinged other me who can't do a very good ending, so I'm going to pass it on to another me. So bye! I think this seems like a job for me. I'm not going to have the mistake that I just made in that last clip where I had to bread face it, so I've turned off that light. Anyway, for the debrief of this vlog, I actually had loads of fun trying to salvage it. The next week's vlog is just basically going to be me for the last 3 days or something. I've really lost track of time, to be honest, recently. Just going to be me trying to salvage it, but I'm surprised. I think it's over 3 hours. It might be my longest video ever. I don't know how it ended up being so long. I didn't lose any of Saturday and Sunday really, and quite a lot of it got salvaged. So I feel really chuffed with all of that, and it was quite a fun little challenge trying to getting to do my dramatic retellings of events and trying to remember stuff. And I feel like it was probably fine. I think it's quite a good one. I like it. It's kind of fun. Like I said, it was a fun challenge, and I just didn't know how to give up, and I'm glad that I didn't, because I think it's basically just a normal vlog now. I guess what we're trying to say is Nucky. Thanks for watching, and the next one won't be corrupted because I know what I'm doing now, and I'll never have another corrupted video again. Although we can't say never ever say that. Oh, you just said it again. Well, anyway, thank you, and yeah, so I'm about a week behind now, aren't I? So it's kind of good because it gives me extra time to edit, I suppose, and there'll be much better, higher quality with amazing editing techniques such as this.